Hello, good morning, and welcome to Breakfast Daily right here on Channel 1 TV. My name is Jude Duncan. We bring you the big news headline stories, and later on, we delve into the conversations with our expert panel who help us bring you all the insights, the details, and analysis. Once again, you're welcome. The show is live and interactive. So what it means is that you can get to send in a message, a comment, a contribution, or an experience, and I'll be glad to read it across for you. Before I bring you the big headline stories, I want to remind you by way of the weather forecast, kind courtesy the Ghana Meteorological Agency. Early this morning, patches of mist or fog are expected over parts of the coastal forest and mountainous areas, while mostly cloudy conditions prevail elsewhere, with localized slight rain or drizzle over southern Ghana. In the afternoon, variably cloudy conditions will prevail over most parts of the south, while sunny intervals are expected over the northern sector. There is, however, the likelihood of thunderstorms or rain over parts of the middle, transition, and northern sectors during the afternoon and evening hours. It's also important to note that relatively cool night and early morning temperatures are expected across the country, and the state of the sea is expected to be rough. And this is the summary of today's weather, and it's proudly brought to you by the Ghana Meteorological Agency. You can follow them on social media on X, formerly Twitter, with the handle at Ghana Met. On YouTube, it's the Ghana Meteorological Agency. On WhatsApp, it's the Ghana Meteo Agency. And on TikTok, it's Ghana_Met_official. And that's the weather forecast for the day. We also, by way of reminders, also want to bring to your notice again that the This is Ghana Fair and exhibition is back, bigger and better. It's happening at the Ifua Sutherland Children's Park from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day on the 29th and the 30th of August 2026. This is an exhibition for local SME startups and homegrown businesses, innovations, and indigenous corporate bodies. Of course, it's proudly sponsored by MTN everywhere you go and EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. So the clarion call is out. Whatever you are doing that is proudly made in Ghana, this is the fair for you. Come showcase, come interact with, vendors in your space and those doing other things as well, and get to build that great network to help propel your business. So that's all what the This is Ghana Fair is about, to be converging again at the Ifua Sutherland Children's Park on the 29th and the 30th of August 2026. So we are ready, we are excited. If you need any further assistance or inquiry into all what this is about, you can do so via our number 0205 973 973. Alternatively, you could also use 0558 973 973. There are some available slots. So if you're a vendor, you want to exhibit, you're a sponsor, or you are a business and you want to sponsor, there are available slots as well. So please do what to call, be a part of this history making, because we believe that with these acts of bringing on board businesses, bringing on board, indigenous corporate local enterprises, we can all play our part in ensuring that we significantly change this trajectory of our nation's economic development. And this is what we believe strongly here at Channel One TV and City FM. So please do what to be a part of this. You are also invited as a patron. Come with the family, come see what is in store as far as Ghanaian businesses are doing, and I'm sure you'd be very happy after getting the opportunity to purchase a thing or two. So please do want to be a part of the This is Ghana Fair and exhibition. Also, the Channel One News app is live, it's up and running, it's interactive, and it's very engaging. This is your one-stop shop for everything Channel One TV and of course City FM. Your news, events, everything that happens is perfectly curated in a simple place for your viewing pleasure. All you need to do is to go to the Google App Store, search Channel One TV, hit the install button, and with that simple process, you are good to go. Videos, photos, breaking news, big headline stories, all of the exciting programs like the news review segment that you love is all there for you. If you missed any excerpt, you can go back on our video content slide and see for yourself everything that transpired. So please do all to log on to the app so you don't miss a thing as far as everything we do here at Channel One TV and City FM is concerned. All of your exciting programs and more perfectly curated for you. So please do all to download the app, tell a friend about it, tell a family member about it, and let's all get to enjoy all of the amazing things we do here for you, our lovely viewers and our friends. We'll move on. The show is now time to bring you the big headline stories as reported by the newspapers, and I'll start off with the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Big front page story: FDA flags chemical ripened plantains, probes viral video from Medina Market. The Ghanaian Times is reporting. Also here on the front page, incite violence, face the law. That's from the Interior Minister, Alhaji Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak. Also on the front page, capital market players kick against 400% SEC levy hike. And finally here on the front page, 14 arrested over suspected narcotic cultivation at Daliga. On the back page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper, the Galamsey menace is featuring heavy here as eco-conscious citizens demand the declaration of a state of emergency in Galamsey areas. And on the back page, Sagnariku MP empowers 475 artisans. We'll move on to the Chronicle newspaper. They say they are the spear of the nation. Eugene Boakye Entry, former member of parliament for Subin, is making the headline as he vows to restore 5,000 Ghana cedis per constituency stipend. Also here, Galamseyers are operating with impunity under Mahama. That's from Nsawam Adrodri MP Frank Anot Dompre. Also here, NDC Youth Wing calls for stronger action against illegal mining. And the word of the Lord this morning brought to you, Kanketi. The Chronicle is from Numbers 30, verse 2. And it says, if a man makes a vow to the Lord or takes an oath to bind himself with a binding obligation, he shall not violate his word. He shall do according to all that proceeds out of his mouth. And this is the word of the Lord this morning. We'll move on to the Daily Guide newspaper. Big front page story. Court halts Edubuahin ex-NAFCO boss trials over Supreme Court suit. And it comes with a photograph of the Member of Parliament for Ofuase Ayubi, former Works and Housing Minister, former Information Minister Kojo Oppong Nkrumah, and that of the Chief Justice Paul Bafo Boni. Also here, 2 killed, 7 injured in a Asin Fosu crash. Spiritualist nabbed for attempted murder of girl aged 11. And Baumia charges MPP executives to unite for victory 2028. 2026-2027 purchasing season anxiety grips young cocoa farmers. Story on page 3 of the Daily Guide newspaper. Moving on to the Insight newspaper, big headline story, amendment of 1992 constitution. Mahama says Ghana to hold referendum in 2027. Also here, Africa must own AI, not just use it. Nyansa Futures 2026 challenges continent to control its data, tech, and mineral resources. We're moving on to some other stories. The New Republic is also reporting that the Attorney General behind Adamu's downfall, mining outside permits, foreign subleases, missing approvals, and Galamsey done under Adamu's legal cover. Also here, from extortion to evangelism, Dankwa Institute attempts to scrap MPP's filth with a manufactured moral icon. Also here on the front page, MPP's ghost appointees flee regional elections as corruption cases pile up. And Prophet of Peril, they say, Kusi Boateng plays emotional victim card as forensic news tightens. And this is in relation to the National Cathedral. We'll move to the Daybreak newspaper. The Daybreak newspaper, big front page story. NDC Women's Organizer Contest, Jubilee House shields Maslock boss. Also here, Kumasi tanker drivers suspend strike after bust agreement. Coca talks tough, pledges inclusive MPP administration in Ashanti. Academic City partners demand stronger digital accountability as Ghana loses 19.3 million to cyber crime. And some other stories from the Economy Times, the big front page story. CD regains value after July setback, reserves hold at 12.9 billion US dollars. And also here on the front page, government set to meet its 2.2 fiscal deficit target despite 41 capex shortfall. And these are the big stories as reported by the online portals, by the newspapers, I beg your pardon. It's now time for the online portals. I'll take you to citynewsroom.com. They also have the story from the MPP flag bearer urging the rank and file of the party to unite for victory 2028 in the aftermath of the MPP presidential primaries. Yes, the MPP also, the citynewsroom.com also have a story here in relation to the Eastern Regional Chairman-elect of the party calling also for unity and saying that he's ready to work with the Bawumia campaign. He made his comment on Eyewitness News with Umaru Sanda Amadu yesterday. Moving on to some other stories. Legal vacation. Stop using media to challenge judicial decisions. Stadio sorry to lawyers. To some other stories, government targets 70% 5G population coverage by 2028. We will not give up the fight. Mahama on Galamsey. Some good news coming in there. And Asafo Tufiami. 4 Ada traditional leaders suspended for defying counsel. On the AXA bribery scandal, Mahama will not shield anyone, and that's from the Deputy Attorney General, Dr. Justice Shremsai. Moving on to some other stories. Fiscal policy uncertainty making mining investments more expensive, and that's from Dr. Engineer Kenneth Ashigbe. Ghana rises to sit amongst world's largest gold producers, overtakes the US. And moving on to some other stories. Small-scale mining overtakes large-scale operations in Ghana's gold production, and Ghana must grow large-scale mining to sustain gold production. Engineer Kenneth Ashigbe adding there. Finally, $4.8 billion SME financing gap exposes Ghana's credit challenge. That's from the Bank of Ghana. We'll move on to Channel 1 newsonline.com. They also have the big story here. Ghana's gold output projected to hit 6.7 million ounces in 2026, Chamber of Mines. And moving on to some other story, government opens 12.3 million Minerals Commission office in Damine to decentralize mining regulation. Adromakun, who is the recently elected MPP General Secretary in the Ashanti region says, former ministers, MPs, chiefs opposed my regional secretary bid. We'll be discussing the MPP shortly, and Dr. Bawumia's comments in the aftermath of the election during the news review segment, so you don't want to miss out on that one. And Jeff Kunedu also in the news here says, forgive me if I've wronged you. He's the Eastern Regional Chairman-elect of the MPP. And finally here, illegal gold purchases from Ghana exceeded legal trade by 3 to 4 times. And that's Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams speaking after his call for prayer for Ghana's gold board, where he said that some people were trying to sabotage the gold board, and that it was important we prayed for it. So he's been making the news a lot with his recent comments about the gold board. I think he subsequently granted an interview as well to a sister media house. And these are the big headline stories. You can log on to citynewsroom.com, channel 1, onlinenews.com, and get for yourself some more news. And I'll just read excerpts of some of the stories making rounds, which we'll be discussing on the show today. Court halts Edu Boahen ex-NAFCO boss trials over Supreme Court suit. Story on page 3 of the Daily Guide newspaper. Excerpts read, the story is by Jibril Abdul Razak. It says, a high court in Accra has temporarily halted the trial of former Director General of the National Signals Bureau, Kwabena Edu Boahen, and his wife Angela J. Boateng to await the decision of the Supreme Court in an application seeking to stop the court from conducting trials during the legal vacation. The decision has also affected the trial of former Chief Executive Officer of the National Food Buffer Stock Company, NAFCO, Hanan Abdul Wahab Alu Diba, and his wife Faiza Said Wuni, who are accused of stealing over 60 million from the state. Member of Parliament for Ofuase Ayiribi, Kojo Oppong Nkrumah, has filed a suit at the Supreme Court challenging the constitutionality of the Chief Justice warrant permitting certain courts to continue the hearing of selected criminal cases during the legal vacation. He avers that the Chief Justice directives for the judges to continue hearing some selected cases during the legal vacation is unconstitutional and inconsistent with the spirit of Article 17(1), Article 2, and 296A and B of the 1992 Constitution. He contends that the Chief Justice's actions to promote and facilitate the hearing of specialized criminal cases in the legal vacation to the neglect of other criminal cases amounts to selective justice, which contravenes Article 17(1) of the Constitution and therefore unconstitutional, null and void. He followed it up with an application for interim injunction pending the determination of the writ challenging the Chief Justice warrant, and the story goes on and on. It's a matter we'll be discussing into detail right here on the Breakfast Daily News review segment when my panel joins me pretty shortly. Let me just bring you one other story, which of course we'll be discussing as well today on the show, and it has to do with the issues around the MPP election. So in the aftermath of the elections, we saw that the Greater Accra Regional Executive Team, who recently won the election, called on the flag bearer, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, at his residence yesterday to introduce themselves and also thank him for his support. And speaking to them, he charged the MPP executives to unite for victory in 2028. Story still on the Daily Guide newspaper, page 6. Brief excerpts read that the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has urged the newly elected Greater Accra Regional executives of the party to prioritize unity, describing it as a key ingredient for victory in the 2028 general election. Dr. Bawumia made a call when the newly elected executives led by the regional chairman, Dr. Bernard Okoboy, paid a courtesy call on him following the regional elections held on Saturday. He urged the executives to put the internal contest behind them and focus on rebuilding the party and preparing for elections 2028. He said the party could only achieve its electoral objectives if it harnessed the strengths and experience of all of its members. The newly elected Greater Accra Regional Executives include Joanna Ada Frances as first vice chairman, Prince Obin as organizer, Moses Abo as youth organizer, Grace Echampon as women's organizer, and Jeff Kasim as Nasara organizer. So clearly, the party seems ready, despite concerns about party factions here and there in the Eastern region. For example, we know that the elected regional chairman, Jeff Kunedu, was a strong supporter of Dr. Brian Echampon. Now, in his words, it affected his campaign, but the delegates still found him worthy to be in the position as regional chairman, and he's pledged to work with the party. How does this work going into a major election, going into the national executive elections of the party as well? So all of that and more will be discussed on the show, Perfecting the Union, or Perfecting the New Patriotic Parties Union and Structures going into elections 2028 will be the big conversation for the day. But I want to finally end with one story. We are being told by the Ghana Chamber of Mines that there's a lot happening within our gold industry. Of course, we've heard with the challenges our gold board, but also with small-scale mining, large-scale mining. We have been told that small-scale mining output has overtaken that of large-scale mining output here in Ghana. We are also being told that Ghana is the 6th largest exporter of gold in the world, overtaking the US. Is that really materializing? This is reflecting in our economic gains. This is a big question for us also this morning, but we'll be looking, or I would want to read excerpts of that story on citynewsroom.com. And the big headline reads that Ghana rises to sit among world largest gold producers and overtakes the US. Story on citynewsroom.com by Letitia Osei. And it reads, Ghana ranked sit among the world's largest gold producing countries in 2025, producing 185 tons of gold, the Chamber of Mines has disclosed. The ranking represents an improvement from Ghana's traditional 7th position, with the country overtaking the United States following an increase in domestic production and a decline in US output. Director of Analysis, Research and Finance at the Chamber, Christopher Nyako, disclosed this in an interview on Channel 1 TV with Bernard Avle. Now, this is what he said. We are number 6. We are number 6 right now after Peru. So globally, China, Russia, Australia, Canada, Peru, then Ghana comes in, and then the United States follow, he said. The story goes on to say, Mr. Nyako explained that Ghana had traditionally ranked 7th globally, but moved ahead of the United States in 2025 after production in the US declined. The story goes on to say he attributed the decline in the US production partly to technical challenges in Nevada, one of the country's major gold producing areas. It goes on to say, according to Mr. Nyako, China remained the world's largest gold producer, followed by Russia, Australia, Canada, and Peru. He, however, noted that rankings among some of the leading producers can vary depending on the source of the data, particularly for China, Russia, and Australia. So these are the big stories. Sit globally, also very high ranked. It means we are number 1 in Africa. And but the challenges still persist, right? We are still hearing stories of smuggling here and there, despite Gold Board's efforts and measures to curb that. So clearly lots of questions on the table. We'll delve into some of these big stories pretty shortly on the show. Please do keep your dial right here on Channel 1 TV. We'll be back after this break. Don't go away.
These beautiful girlies who I'm going to have a conversation with. Very privileged, I must say, to be able to do so.
My name is Kelly Ann. My name is Bison Amanfo. I'm Jada.
But Vifi says you've been doing all the content for her. She says she doesn't post a lot.
Well, that's partial. But she's actually very good at editing. Lydia, don't put that innocent face there. I know her. She's very good at editing. She can edit her own things.
Today I'm here.
Okay.
Help me cook.
Okay, so we should give you something to do.
Oh, let me put it in.
No. Don't touch anything.
This smells good already. Is when I'm in school, I'm a celebrity. So when I'm in school, people will be asking me, can I join the best? I want your number, can we be friends? And sometimes it's really annoying.
Yeah, sometimes.
What's Cooking is brought to you by Everpack, Tasty Tom, and Electroland Ghana Limited.
In a nation full of questions, where truth often hides behind noise, one show dares to ask what truly matters face to face. With fearless clarity and a quest for accountability, host Umaru Sanda Amadou sits down with the movers and shakers of politics, governance, society, and business, confronting the issues that define our national conversation.
Yes, I am Umaru Sanda Amadou. This is Face to Face, and you're welcome.
I say very often on the floor of Parliament that when we were in government, we got some things right, we got some things wrong.
Are you still planning to go to Parliament, or you want to look at National Party office position?
No. I'll be going back to Parliament. There's an unfinished business which I need to do.
Sports has 3 legs: development, management, and promotion.
Disintegration is extreme. We do not wish that even on your worst enemy.
Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., join Umaru Sanda Amadou on Face to Face as he digs deeper, challenges power, and reveals the stories shaping Ghana's future. Only on Channel One TV.
Looking for everything made in Ghana? All in one place? Then get ready. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2026 is here. A bold celebration of Ghanaian creativity, innovation, and excellence. From rich traditional crafts to modern cutting-edge solutions, experience the very best of Ghanaian products and services. Explore excellence across key sectors, including automobile, agriculture, education, health, hospitality, fashion, technology, food and beverages, creative arts, beauty, retail, and more. This is the biggest Made in Ghana fair, bringing together SMEs, startups, manufacturers, local creatives, indigenous corporate bodies, entrepreneurs, and innovative businesses all under one roof. Discover brands redefining quality, connect with industry leaders and innovators, experience the energy of Ghanaian enterprise and creativity. The date is 29th and 30th of August 2026. The time is 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Venue, the A4 Sutherland's Children's Park. Call 0205 973 973 or 0558 973 973 to register. Come explore, come connect, come be inspired. Discover the brands redefining Made in Ghana and experience the future of Ghanaian excellence. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2026 is powered by Channel One TV with support from City FM. And it's proudly sponsored by EcoBank and MTN. This is Ghana Exhibition 2026, celebrating Ghana, showcasing excellence.
Welcome back. This is the Breakfast Daily News Review. My name is Jude Duncan. The big conversation starts now. We'll be looking at the MPP later on the show. We'll also look at issues around the legal vacation. Then later on, the Constitutional Review Committee, they've done their work. They've submitted it to the presidency. The presidency has opened it up for scrutiny. Now we are hearing issues around amendments. What does it mean? What does it mean for the implications of our democracy? All of that and more. But to start the show, the task of perfecting the MPP's union and structure continues. Yesterday, the Greater Accra executives-elect paid a courtesy call on Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to introduce themselves to the MPP flag bearer. He had a few kind words for them. He urged them to work in the interest of the party, he called for unity, and said that with the right attitude and approach, the party has what it takes to win the 2028 election. But we've also heard from some of the winners from the MPP regional elections held over the weekend, particularly the Eastern Regional Chairman, Jeff Kunedu Ado, who interestingly supported a different candidate in the MPP presidential primaries. Against all odds, he's won, and he's been saying a few things. Same for Dr. Francis Adomako, who was the organizer in the Ashanti region and now, won an election to become the general secretary. He also had a few things to say around issues on supporting different candidates in the presidential primaries and what that would mean for party unity, party cohesion going forward. I have an exciting guest in studio. They are regulars on the show. In fact, they need to welcome me because they've been on the show much longer, right? But we'll see. Larry Dogbe is the editor of the I beg your pardon, the Herald newspaper. The Herald newspaper. Larry, you're welcome.
Thank you, Jude. How are you?
Oh, you did for.
You've not been in town?
I've not been in town, but I'm back.
Okay. Welcome back.
Thank you. That's why I'm throwing things
we can
around.
understand.
I'll get in a moment. So amazing. Larry, I hope you're well.
I'm okay.
Thank God. Thank God. It's always great seeing you.
Good to be here.
Amazing. Yeah. Also joining us in studio, former member of Parliament for Anya Sotuom, and also a medical practitioner, Dr. Adomako. Doc, good morning and welcome to Breakfast Daily News Review.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm happy to be here.
Amazing.
You should start mentioning his health facilities name.
Oh yeah. I've been there before. Really nice facility. Okay. I was really impressed when I got
What's the name of the place?
Deseret.
Eh?
Deseret. Yes, the Hebrew word.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Honeybee.
Honeybee. I didn't know the
or
meaning
beehive.
of it.
Because they work hard.
Oh, okay. It's a really remarkable facility. Okay. I've been there before. So
is it a normal health facility or facility center?
Well, we do women's health largely, and then general PD for infectious diseases, accident cases, a few surgeries, radiography, and things like that. So
have you
should come see.
Operating 24 hours.
In fact, many health facilities do 24 hours.
Oh, so you're already in the 24-hour economy business.
I mean, I think the whole idea was to, if the NDC had it right, to say that they want to strengthen 24-hour operations, not necessarily do what they are doing now. So, veering off into this 24-hour economy thing, I must admit, the concept, if well implemented, will be very favorable to Ghana. And I say this with the greatest of respect to the current administration, who have failed woefully with regards to implementing what I know as 24-hour economy. For instance, in some jurisdictions, your passport office operations will be running 24 hours, but not necessarily seeing clients 24 hours. Okay, so your DVLA people will be at the back end working on the applications, working on the driver's license to get it out early, but not necessarily seeing clients 24 hours. So I think that
it's more back end than front end.
Yes. So operations that run to expedite things, so that if our passports were rolled out in weeks, Now it'll be 2 days, 3 days.
Will you say in the same way the bank works? And we'll come to the topic shortly.
Yeah.
So, for example, we know that banks close at 5, but at 5, they are still behind the scenes doing operational stuff.
Most bankers leave at 8
Mm.
because of reconciliation of their books.
Mm.
Yes. And then, you know, in other jurisdictions also, banks even work on Sundays, okay, for a few hours, and then Saturdays, unlike here where, you know, so one of the things that would have impressed me was to see the likes of Ghana Commercial Bank working on Sunday. Then I know that some 24-hour economy is
But
really
they've given
happening.
you the ATMs.
Well, in those places, do they have the ATMs working? And mind you, try calling the bank during the weekends. Sometimes it's quite
They don't even
tough.
open their branches.
Yes,
But the
you know,
tourism minister said that some of our tourist sites will be operating by
their current
by
operations
extended
we are
to
not
10
saying
p.m.
top.
as part of the 24-hour economy.
Listen, the current operations we're not saying top. Paraphernalia is at most of our tourism sites.
But listen, do you really need a government backing to run your business 24 hours?
You do, especially when it comes to, for instance, the filling stations and their security. The security is very important when you
So
want to
we
operate
need
at
to
night.
provide the infrastructure for them.
Yes, and I mean, if you're
But the
assured,
police, I mean, the
please,
yeah,
the police in this
they,
country,
no, they don't go on
by 6
They don't
p.m.
go on vacation. They are not
Yeah,
even
but they are
supposed
not
to
in
take
certain
holidays.
hello,
spaces.
by 6 p.m., go to any of the police stations. All the top brasses are gone home, and in fact, the patrol teams are very limited in this country. So I'm just sharing with you. I mean, we remember filling stations. Some would have loved to open late, but these motorbikers who would come at you for your money. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. And that is why if government beefs up security, even some shops will open extended to 10 p.m. But the thing is, after 6 p.m., you know, when it's dark, magical things happen. And if you don't have enough police presence in the area, you better close early. So these are so one thing is that, you know, the current IGP, in line with the government, should carefully look at, you know, this just talk. If they really want to implement it, then one of the, you know, key things, our traffic lights are not working, you know, daytime, nighttime. How do you
Right
go
now,
around?
they brought 24-hour markets. And in Wa Central, I think they've demolished the school to build a market. And in other places too, they are pushing this whole idea of markets and is also facing some kind of resistance.
I mean, they are, you know, moving into something that I think is rather ridiculous. Listen, you can't have, you know, 276 abobloshis or onion markets, you know, and I really think that it would even be more beneficial to us to have big markets at one location, you know, where, you know, many people can go there. It's more efficient for us. We need to move away from micro things.
I feel you.
And for me, not because it's my government, but I remember when we did the onion market. Supposedly, this administration expands that location and more people can do other things besides onions.
I feel you.
Then we'll be doing something.
Like, do you have anything
remarkable.
to, you know, I was asking Doc if his hospital ran on 24-hour economy.
And we veered
and
into-
he has landed me here.
you
But
know,
maybe very briefly
He
before...
was waiting to do that. So.
Very briefly before we move on. I mean, see, we are hearing of 24-hour economy markets.
Yeah.
We didn't see this or hear of it much in the campaign.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's become a thing where land is being sought in different places. We are being told reportedly that, you know, buildings are being even demolished. 70-year-old schools are being demolished to make way for the market. The MPP in Parliament says that the funds for the market should be rather used to complete Agenda 111. What are your thoughts on all of that?
Yeah, I think this whole 24-hour thing, the clarification of it, you know, has been a bit, you know, very foggy.
Smoky.
Smoky. Those are your words.
So foggy or smoky? Which one are you
I
going
prefer
with?
foggy. My fog sometimes looks like a smoke, is it? Or cloudy, you know. So it has been a bit cloudy, and I think that more and more people are asking for answers. Now, if the government is veered into market construction, you would want to hear, you know, more clarification on that as well. It's just beginning to look like when one
D, one F.
Yeah, 1D, 1F. You know that.
But even with that, we saw some.
No, wait. 1D, 1F also had, similar issue. People kept asking, now factories no and then the factories weren't coming. What we noticed was that existing factories suddenly
were revamped.
Yeah, exactly. And then they were being given so much money. That the backstory about that was that most of those monies that were given out to people, to investors or something, they couldn't pay back.
Fair enough.
You get it? So, I mean, we come up with beautiful policies, and then the explanation and then the implementation, we get some way. So then, at the end of the day,
if I could say it,
you have said enough.
It's fine.
Then at the end of the day, it becomes mere sloganeering
rather than the
substance.
I feel you.
Yeah, rather than
that.
substance. I think that if it's just market, what is the idea behind the market? Now, he is talking about improving security. Now, I would even want to go further to say that let's improve the road network. Listen, you go to a place like Hansonic. Dansuma
It's a big deal now.
I mean, what
and it used to be a very refined, estate.
Yeah.
Everything used to be working very well in Dansuma. So you struggle to understand.
I mean, the whole place is in a
You're
mess.
driving in a river.
In a river.
And if it rains, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Wow.
And
so both of you are saying the same thing. Let's fix the infrastructure and let's roll it out.
Let's tidy
properly.
up. I mean, 24-hour economy, you can even reduce it to the management of waste or waste management. Listen, just coming, the Achimota overhead, I mean, there's road construction going on. I'm sure the city managers were minded, this thing should have been done on a Sunday where traffic is less busy.
Or night time.
Or in the night time
Fair
when
enough.
people,
Fair enough.
have
Fair
gone
enough.
to
Fair
bed.
enough.
You don't do that at a time like this when people are rushing to work. You get it? I mean, you don't do that.
And these are the wise words of my colleague Larry Dugbe. He's the only one I'm similar to on the show because he's a colleague.
No, but you have hair. We don't. You and Suparu.
Right. So we'll be joined by the deputy, I beg your pardon, Minister for Communications, pretty shortly on the show as well. But Doc, you kickstart the show for us, Dr. Dixon Adomako Kisi. And of course, we've heard from the leader of your party,
correct,
Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, who's called for unity going into 2028. He said that when there's the right cohesion, when there's the right, work ethic put in place, nothing is insurmountable going into 2028. It comes as though the party, for some people, feel that the party is still fractured in many ways. And I ask this because we've heard from some of your regional executives who won, Jeff Kunedu, for example, who supported Brian Champon. You would know because you were also an active player in the campaign. Did you get a sense that going into the regional elections, you could feel the Bawumia, Kennedy, a Champon divide? And now that the election is over, how do you see the party coming out of this big hole?
Yes, I think, first of all, let me use this opportunity to also thank the flag bearer. His words are very reassuring, very comforting. And I think Dr. Bawumia puts it right, that if we have the right ethics, if we work together and there's synergy, we will do very well in the 2028 elections. I support that. I believe in that. Now, I also must admit and say congratulations to all those who won. And I would hope that they'll be magnanimous in the sense that they will do their best to reach out to everybody and bring everybody on board. This is not the time to, as it is, call out those who supported you or didn't support you. As democracy is, not everybody would like you, and not everybody would, necessarily support your bid to become whether regional chairman, regional treasurer, regional secretary. So as it stands, I think that my keyword, one, to congratulate all of them, and then more importantly, to plead with them to, humble themselves and serve the people they've come to serve. And those lines of whether Kennedy, Bawumia, and then Brian should be, cleaned out. We now have just one party and one leader of the party who happens to be the person of Dr. Bawumia.
But was it the case that in the build-up to the election, the factions formed, right? So, for example, Jeff Kunedu, who is the Eastern Regional Chairman now elected, said that his secretary supported Bawumia, but you could see people actively work against him in his bid. Did you get the sense within the Brian camp?
Well, I must say that, when the elections were over, Brian was very categorical that now we have to go and support the winner. And I think he's been very, firm on that ground, to the extent that he believes that there's always one captain at a time. And for that reason, he's managed himself, carried himself with that in mind, that there's one leader of the party. And that is what he preaches to those who support him. I must also say that sometimes, people within certain camps may work differently from what the leader prescribes. So I say this with regards to even Dr. Bawumia, though he's said to people to put away camps, maybe, some of his followings might feel that, hey, this person supported us, so we have to support him.
Is the Brian camp still active?
No.
Is it dead?
All of operations.
Or it's going to hibernation.
Hibernation is probably the right word. Yeah.
So hibernation in the sense that it can be activated anytime.
Well, I mean, you always have following. I mean, I heard this weekend when Minority Leader categorically said that, listen, when you go to the Eastern region, the Brian factor must be, carefully managed.
Afenyo said that.
Oh yes. He also made the point that 18% is no joke. I mean, he has some following. So that has to be managed,
including
you. Oh, I mean, I would never shy away from that. Yes. So I really think that now that the regional elections are over, we should revisit what our flag bearer has said, that we should work together, put away all the factions, and support the party. Absolutely. So that we win 2028.
I'll come back to you on concerns on the kinds of people that were elected. So, for example, we know that some of the regional chairmen were re-elected. Bono region, for example. I think there was also Eastern region. And, some people have said that considering the kind of defeat you suffered in 2028, persons who led the party through that period, some of them had 10 seats in parliament in 2020. In 2024, it was almost non-existent, right? Yeah. So is that an indication or a reflection?
I mean,
I'll come back to you on that. Okay. Let me just introduce our Deputy Minister, Mohammed Adam Sukparu. Honorable, good morning and welcome to
Good morning, my brother.
Breakfast Daily. How have you been?
By the grace of God, I've been good. Being healthy, buddy. That's the most important
You are
thing.
looking good.
He's in a fantastic ministry.
Ghana, yes.
They communicate a lot.
Ghana is a fantastic country, and you are happy to be in Ghana under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani.
How's the ministry doing?
Come again?
How's the communications ministry
doing? We're doing well, just as every sector is
but
doing.
I'm getting drop calls too much.
Drop calls,
say
of
this
course.
We have to work
it is
on
something that we are working on. And so when I hear people complain, including come again,
DSTV is still expensive.
No, I think that has been worked on.
Mine is affordable.
Yeah,
which one is
it's as compared to the past. So
downgraded and I got more channels.
Thank you very much for at least.
Yours is affordable.
Yes,
mine is affordable.
I believe this is also affordable. This is affordable. So the drop call, this is the problem, but it's something that has.
We need more towers.
Yes, exactly, and so you know
we have to pay for it.
Yes, the population that we used to have in the past, people who used to use mobile phones have increased. You know, at the time that the telcos were, doing a lot of rollout, like trying to move to other areas. For instance, if you had one tower for this area. In the past, that used to serve about a certain number of people. So it's just like the frequency, the number of people that are dependent on a particular frequency for a particular area. When that number increases, it puts more pressure on that frequency. So what the telcos are doing is they're trying to upgrade their system, trying to build more towers, and where there's the need for them to add additional tower.
They are doing that.
So that rollout is ongoing.
I hope for telecom in Bethesda, so I totally.
I also hope the people of Sisala West are doing okay.
Yeah. So in fact, I wanted you to, I always want to be introduced the member of parliament for Sisala West.
That's what I'm asking
before the deputy minister. But you said you wanted to introduce the deputy minister. I'm the member of parliament for Sisala West.
The ministerial position is national. It covers all of us before Sisala West. So that's what I'm asking you about.
And it is also communication.
It is not. It is not.
So Sisala West is fine,
Sisala West. Sisala West. Yesterday at the Bezo Ghana National ICT Week, I said that the MC introduced me without mentioning my member, my position as member of parliament. And I told you, I said that position you introduced me, I can be by this podium and receive the news that something that has happened. But I'm a member of parliament
4 years.
So long as I continue to be law abiding, 4 years is guaranteed.
You can do the needful.
Exactly.
A friend from Tumu said I should greet you for him. So after the show, I'll show you his detail. But briefly, I also hope the Accra Digital Center are doing okay, because after that devastating flood, we've not really heard much from them. I hope they're fine.
Yes, there are a lot of works behind the scenes trying to get them back. You saw that as a result of what happened when the management decided to lay off the contract staffs, the ministry said that wasn't the best decision, because the flood, almost everybody was affected. And so when you are affected at home and you are affected at work site, and then you get to work, they said, you know what, go and sit at home. You can imagine the kind of trauma the person would go. So the ministry intervened, and then we asked that everybody should be brought back. And we are working closely with the management of the Accra Digital Center to ensure that the center is fully put back in operation.
So are they back at their Kanishi office?
When you say they're back, yes, the management goes to work. A lot of, they are working on, all the facilities that were affected, and they are back. It's not like it wasn't closed down. It wasn't closed down, so they are still.
The flood was quite devastating.
Yes, devastating.
Anyway, Honorable, you are welcome.
Fine, thank you. But the communication, there's one thing. Let me use your platform to say it here. Ghana Meteorological Agency, because you mentioned the flood, that's why I just want to speak about it. Ghana Meteorological Agency is the agency that forecasts the weather and tell us. So whatever planning we do, everybody, we depend on, be it the Ghana Civil Aviation, Ghana Airport Company, farmers, everybody certainly would need the forecast to be able to plan. Even we go about our daily, routine work. We need that update to plan your day, to know whether today to be rainy, to be shiny, to be what the farmer in my village need, the forecast to be able to plant and when to apply fertilizer and when to do what, proper planning. But there is a challenge. When I say challenge, Ghana Meteorological Agency, currently, we're not, both of us were not in parliament. The act was amended in 2019 that as part of their, the act, the mandate, they are supposed to be generating some revenue through civil aviations and certain amounts, is it landing fee? About 10% is supposed to be paid back to Ghana Meteorological Agency. At least they can use that to support their operations. And as I speak, if you had the opportunity to be there recent times to see the kind of facilities that the equipment over there is.
Personally, I followed the information and Technology Committee of Parliament.
Yes, Parliament as exactly at Adan. How do you call
Medina.
it? Yes, Minister, my sector minister has been following up for Ghana Civil Aviation to just release those funds. It's been a problem releasing. Government has passed a law, an act has been established. You have been mandated to release those funds. You are collecting something on behalf of someone. It is not yours. It's not part of your revenue. Now you are starving the agency, Ghana Meteorological Agency. You are starving them. They do not have the resources to retool the agency. Meanwhile, they have chunk money sitting somewhere with you. The Minister for Communication has been following up with his colleague Transport Minister. Several letters has been written. Even Parliamentary Select Committee summoned them. Yes, summoned them at Adan.
Several millions.
Several millions of dollars. And these people,
I personally joined the committee.
And I see it to be, this is contempt of Parliament. Parliament has passed a law. It is not the agency.
We may have to discuss further.
Go to court.
Yes. So sometimes, so today you can imagine when the agency is shut down.
And they do a very significant work for us.
Exactly. You can imagine civil aviation, you depend on meteorological agency for your activities.
Even them.
If you start them this way, and then the agency, we get up one day and that Ghana Meteorological Agency is not able to forecast the weather to tell us how.
Because
you can imagine the kind of inconvenience that
from 1960.
I hope your news team is listening.
So we've captured this and follow up. When the money is paid.
For me, I am speaking as a Deputy Minister for Communication, also a Member of Parliament. I am considering, further action, dragging them before Parliament for contempt, because Parliament cannot pass a law and you have been directed to do what the law says you should do.
Who appointed the current DG?
But you see why
appointed?
It is government. And who appointed the current? When you say it's president.
Which president?
When you say which president? President John Dramani.
And President John Dramani, the current Director General.
Yes.
And nobody, he can't compel the guy to act.
No, it is not about compel. Both sectors, they are all government agencies. That is how come it's even difficult to fight either. You cannot be seen at taking government to court.
Your point has been well made. Don't worry, we've captured it. We'll follow it up in the news.
I just wish that the management of Ghana Civil Aviation. If you can check online, the minister constantly, even sometimes on, when he's addressing media, he kept telling them that you owe.
I've heard him say, like I said,
make sure that you pay them to operate.
Like I said, I joined the team.
My fear is that when the agency gets up one day and they are not able to focus,
there'll be issues.
There'll be disaster in this country.
Thank you, Honorable Mohammed Adam Suparu. Charlie, you've taken us on a wild.
No, in essence,
it's like me talking about the 25.
And I get a sense because all of these are important for our nation building, right? And if we don't pay attention to it, it will come back to haunt us. So your point is well noted. Like I said, personally, I joined a team of journalists to visit the agency, and I was appalled by some of the things happening there. Equipment dating back as 1960. It doesn't make any sense at all. We are looking at the NPP now, and I'm sure you don't have much to say. Their flag bearer has been speaking.
I'm a Ghanaian and I have much to say.
But are you a member of the NPP?
It is not about being a member of NPP, it's about being a member of this country. a citizen of this country.
What do you have to say about Bawumia and the original elections? Maybe
it was a peaceful one.
It was, well, yes, of course, you can say peaceful, but we saw at other places, I mean, of course, every election you have those few misunderstandings that we saw people throwing tables. Some other people.
Oh, there were?
Oh yeah, I saw a video.
I didn't see that.
I saw. And
which region?
I can get the video for you, but I cannot tell the particular region.
No, so you get a video for us before you speak to it.
No, I can get a video for you.
Please do. But generally, the flag bearer says that with the right unity, with the right cohesion, they can come back and win power from your government.
You speak to your matter.
Somebody
will send it and promise.
So yes, of course, he's the leader of the party, and I've always maintained, as every leader, what do you expect him to say? Should he tell his people that even though they've had a very peaceful regional elections, 2028 is still going to be tough for them? Is that what you were expecting the leader of the party to say? If today PNC, led by Bernard Mona, if they organize any election today, the first thing Bernard will come out to say is to say that 2028
he will win it.
They will win. PNC, People National Convention. So after political parties being hopeful, I mean, it's allowed, but the reality on the ground speak otherwise. You know that it is not going to be easy for them. When I hear people say that 2028 they will win the elections, it's just like trying to put a certain hope in yourself so that they can work harder. Of course, they must be very positive, but it is not. They cannot. 2028 election is not. It is not for an MPP. They themselves know very well that they are only going to participate in that elections, and it is not something that they can win. From where I sit, and I know from where you sit, because what is currently happening in Ghana, you can foretell what will happen in 2020. Yes, what are you going to tell the people of this country?
Their communication officials say that there's issues around the economy because fuel is on the rise.
No.
Honorable, let me ask the question. They also say that there is this whole culture of silence being brought back by your party and your government, where TikTokers are being arrested for sharing opinions about the president and other people in government.
And so because of that, they'll win 2028. You see, when President Mahama, yes. When President Mahama,
which some people feel has worsened under your administration.
He's now aiding you to moderate.
No, Galamsey has been.
No, I'm saying he's now I want to be sure that if we have two moderators here,
there's only one moderator.
Okay, then let me speak. So, when President Mahama was campaigning in 2024, he told the people of this country one thing. He says he was coming to reset the country. When you say reset, what does that mean? It means that the system was polluted. Everything was not going in the right direction. And he says he was coming to reset. And that includes the way we talk. That includes the way the youth of this country, especially persons in NPP, have decided to take communication to, like, when you see people, young boys and girls on TikTok insulting leaders, saying all kinds of things. I don't call it free speech. You and I sit here, we are talking, we are discussing national issues. I don't think we are going after somebody's, individual, like trying to describe. No, that's not the kind of free speech we're talking about. I can sit here and say anything, about NPP. I just spoke about their elections, but I didn't go after the personality of the leadership of the NPP. That is not what we're talking about. And if John Dramani Mahama's government, the NDC government, decide that if you speak in a certain manner that our constitution does not guarantee you the right to speak, and the laws are being applied, I don't see it to be harassment. You are a journalist. Today you can say anything and go about. You don't need any security protection because the country is peaceful. Unlike in the past, your colleague journalists, some persons who were journalists had to use my constituency through Burkina Faso to get a flight to seek refugee.
Which journalist was that?
Manasseh.
He used Burkina Faso.
Yes.
To go where?
To South Africa.
Are you sure? I've not heard this.
You've not heard this, but you were aware that he was being hunted, and at a point he had to, leave this country. Several journalists were arrested. That was not. You see, my problem about my friends in NPP is this. They
address me. I'm here.
Yes, you are my friend, of course. my friends in NPP, you are part of them. What people went through under your leadership for the past 8 years. Not even quarter of it. Quarter, if we should even repeat that quarter of it, people cannot. You see,
friends within your party are even seen on air saying the number
please.
of people.
When you say friends, even me, I am against arresting somebody insulting me. If someone, because insult for me, it is not.
It's part of the game.
It is not against any law. If I sit here and say that, look at your bald head, I don't think I should be arrested for saying that you have a bald head, But I'm saying that, but in terms of morality, we condemn it as people. But when people insult, how for those mere insult? For me, I don't see it to be. But when somebody does something that is against the Constitution. For instance, when people that have been
defamation,
defamation, people have been, issues about corruption-related allegations have been raised. Has been
political.
No, but you demonstrated. You were part of the people who demonstrated against person of your party that has been arrested. You said they are going after you. I just don't know the kind of system you want us to build. I sit here as a member of parliament and also an appointee of this government. I am supposed to be accountable to the people. And so after tomorrow, if I'm being called to come and account for my state worship, I should not see it to be any kind of like
an attack on democracy.
No, it is accountability is part of democracy. And so if there are allegations raised against you, it is even fair for you to come and answer those allegations. And as part of our processes of investigation, first you will be arrested. They will take your statement.
No, first you'll be questioned.
You've dealt with the democracy concerns for us. What about those who say that the rhetoric during the campaign on Galamsey is not what you are seeing as part of your delivery? So, for example, your flag bearer said that he was going to use AI to fight Galamsey. In fact, your sector minister went on social media and said that if the head of state was minded to deal with Galamsey in 7 days, he could do that. Now we are seeing a sharp.
Which sector minister? Are you talking about Minister for Communication?
Yes, I'm just. He said that on social media.
Yes, he said that.
And other members said different things,
including me. I'm saying that. But Galamsey fight is a process. I have always maintained that fighting Galamsey, you cannot use 1 year. You can't use 2 years to fight Galamsey. It is a process.
This is what I say on power.
No. When you say this is, you see, what Sam just said, there are a group of people who believe that they should use the shoot to kill approach to solve their manners. But there are lawyers in this country who would also argue that their right ought to be respected. You cannot take gun to go into the forestry, to go to our river side. If you see anybody operating, you should start shooting. No, that is not what the Constitution says. And so people who are of the view that they should use the shoot to kill approach, that's some judge what he said in opposition. He was talking about shoot to kill. That's why he says that when you give the permission, when you give the opportunity to the heads of the agencies, they can end Galamsey within some period of time. He's talking about the shoot to kill approach. But that is not what I am talking about. From where I sit, I don't think that we need shoot to kill approach to solve the manners. It is, look, Galamsey was not started some few years ago. It is so many years of accumulations of, person destroying our forests, including the laws we passed in the past. So now, if you want to measure the level of the fight that this government has brought, as far as Galamsey fight is concerned, one, the LI 24 something. I forgot
the revocation of
the revocation, the repeal of that law
Mm.
was done by us, and that alone is a significant achievement as far as fighting Galamsey is concerned, because your government, don't mind, your government gave our forest reserve to persons associated with you, including Atumata Forest. In fact, you did that. People could go into the forest legally and mine and destroy our forest. What this government did is to, to repeal that law, and now, bam, no matter who you are, you cannot go into our forest reserve to do mining. If you are seen within the forest doing any activity related to mining, it means that you are against the laws of this country, and so the laws must be applied. So that is a significant achievement as far as fighting.
It should go beyond the jailing of Untumi to jailing others as well.
And in the past, you wouldn't see any political party, especially MPP when they're in power, going after their people. I have said it on a sister station that for an attorney general, a certain government attorney general, to report persons in government, persons in the party leadership to Yoko to investigate, that ought to be, applauded. Because in your government, we saw persons who were part of a committee set up by the president were caught in a camera receiving bribes.
But they tried
nothing.
The
When you say they tried,
the OSP took the matter on. And
it was the OSP. It was the OSP. You did not see the Attorney General then referring or instructing any investigative institution to investigate that. Did you see that? It never happened. It was the OSP that you and I know is an independent institutions. You and I know.
But the OSP was set up by the former institution.
Exactly. Yes, but you see, operations of OSP is totally different from government. We see it to be an independent body. So as you said, if you can petition OSP to investigate anybody, if you see that maybe you believe that I'm doing something that you think it is not right, you can just walk to his office.
You mentioned the Attorney General. Your Attorney General, when you also came into office, entered Nolly Prosequi in the case involving the Comrade 4. Cases.
Comrade 4 was it about Galamsey?
No, but he also entered in the...
I thought we are discussing Galamsey. You want us to talk about that?
You mentioned the Attorney General and said that his fight
it's
against...
in relation with Galamsey. If you want us to go back to talk about...
to corruption is different. That's what
No, it is not different. I can even speak to that. You see, what the government did in the past, they just told the people of this country when they were in opposition that the then NDC government was involved in so many corruption-related activities. And so when they came to power, they needed to prove to the people of this country. So all those allegations, they were at court for 8 good years. How many of the former appointees did they jail? That's one thing. So I'm coming, as a lawyer, if you have a case at court, you should be able to tell the end from the beginning. If the case is a good case, you'll be able to tell. As a state attorney, if you are prosecuting somebody, if it is a good case, if you have the facts, if you have people who are ready to come and testify as witnesses, you will be able to tell. If it is a case that you're only wasting your time,
you should be able to
tell. So if Attorney General, upon assuming office, realized that all those cases were just political, cases, they were just going after those people, they didn't have any fact, they didn't have any evidence, they didn't have anybody to even stand as a witness. Why would the Attorney General waste his precious time going after cases that the country knows in the end?
The country is on the right track.
It would be difficult to come again.
The country is on the right track. That's what you're saying.
Of course.
And the reset agenda is on course.
Yes.
When you began your remark, you said that Galamsey won't take a year or two.
Yes.
It's a
process.
It's a process.
Yes.
So your estimation, how long will it take? Just briefly before we
so anything that is in the process is anything that is a process. I cannot sit there and say that I can estimate it to be 4 years, 5 years.
Especially with
so when I say it's a process, it even involves so many things, including our thinking.
Okay.
If all of us in this country, including the citizen of this country, when you know that when you are engaged in Galamsey, you are destroying our environment. When you know that you are doing mining and you're not doing responsible mining, you are destroying the environment and do the needful. I mean, the moment you start thinking that way, you are contributing to the fight against Galamsey. We must all be part of this fight against Galamsey. It should not be left to only government. Even the people, when you say fight against Galamsey, who are those people who are engaging Galamsey? It is the people of this country. People say we bring foreign, they are foreign national when you go. I've always maintained that nobody in Hong Kong, nobody anywhere knows where BBN is. Nobody in China knows where Takwa is. So no foreign national can come to our country and be able to identify where our natural resources are.
It's the locals that bring them.
So until we change our thinking, we change our way of thinking, we cannot solve this Galamsey. So that is why I said it's a process. The process involves even all of us, including you, the media.
Very well.
Because you also have a part to play.
Thank you.
And you are doing wonderful when it comes to fight against Galamsey because you are bringing out the issues. Some of your colleagues are in the forest trying to report,
the increase in turbidity.
Honorable, no mind.
When you allow these politicians.
Thank you so much, Honorable Mohammed Adam Sikparu. He's member of Parliament for Salah West. Larry, let me bring you in now. I mean, it started with Bawumia. We ended on Galamsey. The politicians always will find a way. But Larry, help us look at this, right? Because again, there are some people who feel that the faction and the divide hasn't really normalized. But is that not normal for political parties coming on the back of a very well and deeply contested presidential primary?
Thank you. I mean, when you read the political side, they tell you that conflict is allowed in some of these things. And out of conflict, I mean, not violent conflict, but I mean, more of exchange of ideas. And so then from there, I mean, you could determine the chaff from the from the seed. Okay, I mean, if I'm using the right expression. But the point is that the MPP has experimented or is experimenting with a lot of things. Okay, so they've gone beyond they are no longer dealing with the normal, that, okay, we went for an election, there was a defeat, and out of that defeat, we need to reorganize first of all, okay? And we go to the grassroots to elect which ones you guys do the polling
station.
Exactly. Do the polling, from polling to constituency, from constituency to regional, from regional to national. Now, what they did was do an investigation as to what led to their defeat. And after that investigation, they thought that, okay, let's elect a flag bearer first of all. So quickly, they went and then elected a flag bearer. And then from there on, they went. Then they went to elect
the constituency executive.
Exactly, do the polling station.
Polling station.
Then from the polling station, then constituency. Now regional. Then from there, they will be doing.
Are you saying there's no structure to the party reorganization?
The top-down approach has been
because now you can't even call it a top-down approach because they go
That's
from top,
defeated.
Then they go to the down, then down.
Up.
Now it's middle because there's also national.
It says top-down up.
Now we don't know which theory that's.
Well, I mean that is what we're seeing.
Top-down up.
We went top to the flag bearer, and then we came down to the polling station. Now we're working our way up
to the middle. So from regional to national. But is that in its proper sense the right restructure needed for a party that was you can say, quite humiliated in the last election.
Well, it's because of the humiliation that they are doing this. Okay, that they felt that, listen, control the
noise.
The noise, the attack, the bleeding, or the hemorrhage. Is that it? You know,
same medical terms.
Yes, because
you have to appoint him. You have to employ him as necessary.
You know, so control that. It's been done, or it's been done. Let's see whether or not it works in 2028. So it is when, you know, the party is successful that Bawumia is elected as flag bearer. Then we can come back, sit here and say that, oh, okay, that approach or the approach they adopted worked. But the approach has always been, or the convention had always been that, hey, go to the grassroots first, allow the grassroots to determine
the process.
The process to the top, because the party is with them. You get it? Not the leaders. What they have done is the leaders or leadership that had issues that got rejected at the polls. That is determining how.
But like you see, again, my challenge with, and I agree with you in part, right? But my challenge with what you're saying is that if the base, they don't necessarily support who the top echelons of the party wanted and chose in Bawumia, we would have seen it in some of the choices at least the regional level. But also what we are seeing is that some persons who were aligned to the top are also emerging victorious, right? So we've seen, even though they try to downplay the factions, we've seen that certain persons who were in, for example, Dr. Bawumia's campaign, you know, came out on top. So is it not stretched or maybe far-fetched to say that, well, the base of the party is in one breath and the top brass of the party is also seeing things differently?
That is not what I'm saying. What I said was that the convention has always been that go to the grassroots and then let it build. You don't build your house from the top. You don't roof first.
Before the foundation.
Yeah, before the foundation. So you do the foundation first. Before you, buildings go through, a certain processes.
Admittedly, not all of us are in support of the top down.
Okay. Exactly.
Yeah. Is that your personal opinion or the Brian faction opinion?
Not necessarily Brian, but I was never in support of the top down.
I preferred the polling station.
It should have been
constituency, regional, national. Wow, interesting.
So then the party renews itself. But what you have now is where you have the top deciding what happens down there. Listen, NDC, MPP, they have different, different approaches to leadership. NDC has this thing where it is what the grassroots says that becomes final. So a lot of the time you have the leaders dealing with the grassroots. Jerry Rawlings drew a lot of his support base from the ordinary guy.
But you went to stand
there. No, I'm coming. That's not what we are. Yes, well, then it happened that after that, Mills was rejected. And then it took Mills how many elections before he was able to become accepted? Do you get it? So, are we seeing the kind of straight road declaration happening here with MPP? Where the leaders have decided that, okay, Dr. Bawumia should be there. It could have happened that, okay, go down there and then let run the party from the ground. And when everything is established, those people will now elect, the flag bearer in the person of Dr. Bawumia. And then he gets, that legitimacy that is required. What we have, and like I'm saying, that we can only come back here in 2028 to say that, oh yes,
it worked.
It worked. Or it didn't work. You get it? So,
but is that not too costly? Because there might not be another chance.
No, well, there are risks in politics. Yes,
so you need to test it out.
Well, you have to.
Doc, you get a final word on MPP, right? Only because you're a key member of this party or a member in good standing, let me say. And it's in relation to whether or not lessons have been learned. Some persons, we've seen their conduct in our political space their utterances, certain things they've said about even their own party members, right?
You didn't make me finish.
Oh, Malari, your point was fantastic. I think it was spot on. Although you don't agree with it.
Well, he has the verdict.
Oh, I think he made a very fantastic
point. No, it's okay. Just go.
So I'll need you on the legal vacation, so you fire on that one for me. I beg you. Look, I mean, some of them are even still in court fighting, some of the allegations against them. Yet still, they've been re-elected to lead a party in some regions, and some of them, failed quite woefully in protecting or consolidating the party's gains in their regions. Yet still, they've been elected. Eastern region used to be a fortress for the NPP. After 2024, I can't say same. Yet still, we've seen some of their constituencies.
I think
come to
correct a few things. Greater Accra region, which is the biggest in terms of voter population, the chairman, former chairman, did not contest at all. And he made it very clear that he felt that he had let the region down. So he didn't contest. So we have a new chairperson in the person of Dr. Okoboy. So that clearly is
who failed to win Lejo Kuku.
Well, for various reasons, and politics. Let me say this, that I've argued it out that your loss in politics does not change the knowledge you have
or your substance.
James Cameron lost many elections before becoming who he is, or who he was as the Prime Minister of England. So politicians as they come. Donald Trump lost. Did it change him? He came back.
Even Nanado.
True. So I really think that if you're a politician, a loss is not an indictment on your very self in terms of your character, in terms of what you're made of. The knowledge base I have has even rather grown, even though I lost my primaries.
And you are coming back.
As it stands,
you are coming back.
There's a huge possibility. Coming back is now the norm. Let me put it that way. It used to be an exception, but with what we've seen, John Dramani Mahama lost heavily in 2016. Here we are. He's the president. You understand? So does it mean that a loss is good or bad in politics? No, I think you build up and you go on.
Brian lost heavily. And he will contest. He will come.
They got 41% in the election.
Brian?
No,
18.
The national election.
I said Brian.
Oh, but 18% is a strong base for a first time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He lost heavily, and that's what I said.
No.
But he paid though.
My key point. My key point here is that as it stands now, the most important thing is that we need to work together. And then even with the Eastern region, let me also add that in terms of performance in the 2024 election, the losses were fewer than we had in most regions. If you talk about seats, the net loss of seats. In Greater Accra, we went with 22 in 2016,
14
and then 14, and then we dropped to 5. So that is terrible. And that was a very serious indictment on, quote unquote, the leadership. But thanks to the current, thinking, we have a new regional chairman, and I really think that, and many of the executives also dropped off, so I really think that there's a new beginning, a new direction. In the Eastern region where the performance was good in terms of net loss, maintaining the chairman speaks volumes. And I really also even might add that having Jeff, who, quote unquote, supported Brian and has won, also shows that, listen, democracy is working. He didn't suffer for supporting Brian Champon. Okay,
but the Ashanti Regional Secretary, the guy who just won,
Francis Adomako.
Yes, I mean they've started dealing with him down.
I've not seen that.
You guys did a story on that. Go to the city.
I heard him on Eyewitness News.
Exactly.
And he said that, of course, it was part of the campaigning process, but I mean,
some people are accusing him of not supporting Dr. Bawumia.
Jeff also said same, and he said that he's still willing to work with Dr. Bawumia.
It means that things are not.
Let me even add that
things are not straight up like that.
The current Ashanti Regional Chairperson, quote unquote,
Supported Brian.
No. What I'm saying is that he, he had been to battle before with Wontumi. Okay, and quote unquote. I mean, if you fight Wontumi, you fight the system. So he's also, in a way, not necessarily a system candidate. So this is really a new beginning for the party. People of varying opinion are at the table.
Doc Dixon Adomako Kisi, former member of parliament for Anyaso Tuom, he says that there's a huge possibility that he'll be back. And on that note, we'll take a break. When we are back, we delve into issues around the legal vacation. Why has it become such a big issue? Article 296 is in contention again after it was used to remove the Chief Justice. We've seen it rear its head again in our apex court. All of that and more right here on Breakfast Daily. Don't go away.
Are you planning to relocate from your company, office, or house, whether across cities to another town or halfway around the country? You want a moving company you can depend on to get you there? Let me introduce you to Logistics Movers. We are here to help you every step of the way, from planning the move to unpacking the last box and settling into your office or home. We have the expertise, experience, and market understanding and offer fast, reliable, and professional transportation services in Ghana. Our main thrust is to successfully move your business, household items safely, on time, and hassle-free. You can call us on 0246 833 539 or 0244 342 465. You can also send us an email to info@logisticsmovers.com or check our website www.logisticsmovers.com. Why expose your company or household items to theft or damages when you are relocating if it's avoidable? Logistics Movers, we help you relocate.
From the grandest stage, the badges change, but the passion remains. It's a special goal! Cometh the hour, cometh the man! This football is from the heavens. What a story this is! 10 months of drama lie ahead. The stage is set.
The biggest stars from the world's biggest leagues on Supersport. It's on DSTV.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, a who be here, some just a papa to a mammy man for Kel Charcoal natural ingredients, and no, and a bomb is so buying. A man is swing, and a sans mamma hot so it will big you.
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kel Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Hello, Ghana. Get ready for the Absa Auto Fair, the biggest auto fair of the year. Happening on Saturday 22nd and Sunday 23rd August 2026 at Good Park, Accra Mall from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily. Explore incredible deals on your favorite car, from your first car and reliable family vehicles to premium SUVs. We will be there to help you drive away in the perfect car with affordable financing solutions from Absa. Owning your next vehicle has never been easier. Join us at the Absa Auto Fair on 22nd and 23rd August at Good Park, Accra Mall, and drive your dream car home. For more information, WhatsApp 054 136 1237.
Every year, there is a place where the atmosphere shifts, where praise becomes a sanctuary.
Hello, family. My name is Perez Music, and I'd like to invite you to Glorify 2026, happening right here at the Victory Bible Church International Dominion Sanctuary inside Awoshi, and it's happening on the 30th of August. Joining me this year is my big brother and a mogul, Minister Joe Meto. We also have a special monologue by Jeffrey Norton, and my brother King's Kid is also going to be here.
Yes, come let's celebrate God for His goodness and mercies at Glorified 2026 on August 30th, 2026. Doors open at 4 p.m. prompt, and the venue is Victory Bible Church Dominion Sanctuary, Awoshi Bayard. Media sponsors Channel 1 TV, City FM. Come ready to encounter.
Looking for everything made in Ghana? All in one place? Then get ready. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2026 is here. A bold celebration of Ghanaian creativity, innovation, and excellence. From rich traditional crafts to modern cutting-edge solutions, experience the very best of Ghanaian products and services. Explore excellence across key sectors, including automobile, agriculture, education, health, hospitality, fashion, technology, food and beverages, creative arts, beauty, retail, and more. This is the biggest Made in Ghana fair, bringing together SMEs, startups, manufacturers, local creators, indigenous corporate bodies, entrepreneurs, and innovative businesses all under one roof. Discover brands redefining quality, connect with industry leaders and innovators, experience the energy of Ghanaian enterprise and creativity. The date is 29th and 30th of August 2026. The time is 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Venue, the A4 Sutherland's Children's Park. Call 0205 973 973 or 0558 973 973 to register. Come explore, come connect, come be inspired. Discover the brands redefining Made in Ghana and experience the future of Ghanaian excellence. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2026 is powered by Channel 1 TV with support from City FM, and it's proudly sponsored by EcoBank and MTN. This is Ghana Exhibition 2026, celebrating Ghana, showcasing excellence.
Welcome back. This is Breakfast Daily right here on Channel 1 TV. My name is Jude Duncan. The big conversation just gone by, we looked at the MPP, Dr. Bawumia, and issues around party unity. I chose to call it Perfecting the MPP's Union and Structure. But I will shift focus and look at issues around the Supreme Court. Why? Because Member of Parliament for Fuase Ayiribi and also former Works and Housing Minister Kojo Oppong Nkrumah has filed a writ at the Supreme Court, and he's challenging the legal vacation. According to him, it's unconstitutional. He invokes Article 296 of the Constitution, Article 17, Clause 1 and 2, to raise his points to say that there's some issue around the discretion of power being used in this. Also, he cites the health of judicial and members of the legal profession, saying that they ought to rest to be able to come back, energized and ready for the next legal year. And as a result of that, we've seen that some cases have stalled, particularly the Kobna Edu Boahin case. Together with his wife, they are standing trial for the embezzlement or misappropriation of some 49.1 million Ghana cedis during his time as the National Signals Bureau boss. Also, the Hanan case is also another case that has stalled. Now, Hanan is the former NAFCO and the National Buffer Stock Company CEO. He is being represented by Ghana's former Attorney General, Godfred Dame. And Before we delve into the conversation, I just want us to look at Article 296, which is in contention. And basically, it says that where in this constitution or in any other discretionary powers is vested in any other person or authority, A, that discretionary power shall be deemed to imply a duty to be fair and candid. Also, B says that the exercise of the discretionary power shall not be arbitrary, capricious, or biased, whether by resentment, prejudice, or personal dislike, and shall be in accordance with due process of the law. And finally, says that where the person or authority is not a judge or judicial officer, there shall be published constitutional instrument or statutory instrument regulations that are not inconsistent with the provisions of the constitutions or that other law to govern the exercise of the discretionary power. So this is what the current MP for Ofoase Ayerbi is basing on, to say that the Chief Justice may have exercised his discretionary power in a manner that is unconstitutional because he set up some specialized courts to run during the legal vacation. And I'll start off with the Honorable Dixon Adomako. And I don't know what you make of this, right? And whether those who feel like it is an attempt to make the wheels of justice grind even slowly for those facing trial from your former administration. Do you get a sense that that might be the case?
All right. In fact, before we move on, let me plead with you. The minority will be talking about Gold Board today. And I think it's around 10 this morning.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. Okay. So I'm right on that. So
Are you asking by City? Channel 1 TV?
I just want to put that across that we'll be doing that. Now, in line with this argument, I mean, quite frankly, this is a trial of the Constitution, to get an interpretation, and it strikes me as it works in the favor of those who want their case, thoroughly done and stalled, quote unquote. And then it doesn't work in the favor of those who are very firm in their mind that they are not guilty,
innocent,
and wish that all of this be done quickly. When I was young, I held some opinions, but after going through the mill and all that I've seen, I have come to believe that thorough over expedition is better. So that the records will speak volumes and will speak well on or on behalf of you, whether you are guilty or not guilty. So, this approach by Oppong Nkrumah, we'll wait to see how it pans out. But I also am of the opinion that we need to be mindful of the fact that all the arms of government at a certain point in time go on a break. We've been institutionalized that way. When we go to GSS, we go on break. When we go to SS, we go on break. University has a break. Legislative arm, as we speak right now, they are not in session, And I must also admit that sometimes these breaks allow for even some of the lawyers to have background meetings to resolve some of the issues even before the court date. So it has its pros and it has its cons. In all of this, what is most important, I really think, is that evidence should be crisp, for either or against, and it's a very good period to also do more deposition, or as it is, be more thorough and interrogate the issues at hand. So I'm at a miss in all of this because it has its positives and it has its negatives, depending on which side of the legal battle you fall. But let me also add that we need to be mindful that fatigue and as it is, the burden of a lot of work can also mar the decisions that we do take.
So you don't sense any mischief in this at all?
No, it just so happens that there are quite a number of cases that are appearing to be more of a he say, she say. And I say this with the greatest of respect to the Attorney General, in the sense that, you know, even for instance, he himself has admitted that a lot of the things that they had in oral, after further interrogation, he's come to that understanding that not everything that supposedly was in oral will meet the test of, you know, the courtroom. Okay, not all things are admissible necessarily in court, in terms of the things that people perceived. So I think that one, it makes some of his cases now questionable, and one of them I can, you know, loudly say is like this is a Dubois case where, as of today, the indictments are not very clear to even some of us. The monies quoted changes.
No, it's
almost
49.1 million. That is the case in contention right now in court.
But it was a different figure before. And my key point is that some of the things keep changing. And then my concern even with that case is that I'm hearing that witnesses are even making different statements. You know, witnesses that were supposed to be for the state are now becoming almost rather for the defendant. And these are...
I've been in courts,
you know,
to cover the case quite well, and I've not seen...
Oh, some pronouncements. I mean, I don't want to mention... I think there was one woman who even her statement, as I'm hearing, is being questioned. You know, so I think that very much so, just as the Attorney General has admitted in public that most of the things they had in oral are not, will not meet the test of time and will not necessarily be admitted in court. I think that this gives them an opportunity to clean up, their perception and the idea of going after people just based on, things that are not meritorious should be looked at. So it's a plus and minus, hard to say. But in all of this, the most important thing I think is that we want people to be gone after, not necessarily because of party coloration, but that, we're using the yardstick that is appropriate. And today, it might work in somebody's favor. Tomorrow,
it might.
The tables may turn. And
I like it when you put on your moderate cap and you deal with the issues dispassionately.
Oh, no, I mean, let me be frank with you. This vacation will help some and it will go against some.
Fair enough.
So it's not a,
either or situation.
Yes. I mean,
messages are coming in thick and fast, and because we love that our viewers follow us and watch what we do, I just want to acknowledge some of them pretty shortly before I bring Honorable Supari inside. This one says, Honorable Minister, the good people of Sisala West constituency solidly behind you. He says #Elonlo and also Tuma Wu. I hope I pronounced it well. Oh, okay. Amazing. This is Latif Fatou, a proud constituent. This other one says, we are grateful for the leadership of our honorable member of parliament. He's been very present ever since he became a minister, and we don't take it for granted. This is Haruna.
Give us towers.
SK Abuaji from Inwabieja Amwaman says, President Mahama has benefited from insults when he was in opposition. Today, Mr. JDM's government is arresting people left and right in the name of insults. Hypocrites, how do you do that? Which people party said Achin Mafia Sakawes Eraditi as a Jude? Please ask them for me. I am Endom Suleimana watching from Sibile. He says, good morning to all your panelists, most especially my member of parliament for Sisala West, Honorable Suparu. Kudos, we are proud of you as our MP. This one says, Honorable Minister, what are you talking about here? What we are talking about here is selective justice that is going on. What is wrong is wrong. The oppression under this government is so clear. So fighting Galamsey under NDC is a process. Is that what you are telling us? People now are asked not to disclose the turbidity levels to the public. This is Tony from Kumasi. Hello, Jude Duncan. Good morning. Good morning to you. It says, please tell the Honorable MP that he is beginning to question their words, and that is hunting them. Didn't Honorable Sam George know that Galamsey is a process when he made that serious claim that government can get rid of the menace if they wish to do so? Today, he's now justifying everything they are doing, including setting their people free with power that they have, and he's justifying it. Next time any government does same, I hope they won't complain. This ABT in Sunyan. This one says, good morning, please. I'm a sensor from Anya, either top to down or down to top. What the MPP need is unity. Good morning to Dr. Adomakon. Always refreshing to see my MP on the set. I like his analysis for this morning. And this one also says that, good morning, Honorable Super. Honorable, did you tell them that you were coming on TV or something?
But you people said everybody, when you do design, the artwork,
yeah,
a lot of people follow your.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you are underrating your own platform.
It's a very strong platform.
Super is a litigant.
No, but there are 3 people on the panel. There are 3 people on the panel. So, anyway.
And amongst them, I'm the only sitting member of parliament. My friend is a former member of parliament.
Fair enough.
And plus an executive member.
And Larry has not even been to parliament before. Fair enough. They say you're a present MP. That's quite interesting. Anyway, we are looking at the legal vacation matter now, and like I said, 296, which your Attorney General relied on in the removal of the Chief Justice, has come to the fore. But also more importantly, the Member of Parliament for Afuasia Ibi, who sent this to court, is arguing that the health of judicial service workers and the members of the legal profession must be paid attention to, just like you legislators get time to rest from the busy schedules of Parliament and all that. What are your remarks?
Even the president goes on vacation.
Nobody is against that. Jude, this is a. Anytime issues of this nature are brought for us to discuss, I find it difficult to get the right words to describe the New Patriotic Party, MPP. As politicians, we shouldn't always allow the people to see us as persons that, or group of people that cannot be trusted. Yes. Our behavior and how we approach issues makes it very difficult for persons who are not part of the political group people to trust us. Because what you believe in yesterday, just after 24 hours, you will see the person shifting position. And it makes it very difficult for people to trust us. And I'm saying this because New Patriotic Party, the MPP, as we know them, they are fond of doing that. And so once they are part of the political class and they are always doing that, it makes it very difficult for people to trust the entire political class. Why would somebody have an issue with judiciary that is going on break, and then the head of the judiciary says that there are some cases that Judge ABCD, and he's not compelling them. It is not the judges that are saying that they do not have the time. There are 2 things here. When the judges who are sitting on the cases says that we cannot sit, I don't think the Chief Justice can compel them to sit when they do not have the time to sit, especially that we are in the legal vacation. The people are willing and are available to sit on the cases. But I think also that as politicians, we must be principled. Why should we be afraid of accountability and trying to delay proceedings of court processes if I am accused of something, one thing I'll be glad is for me to be given the opportunity
to clear your name.
To clear my name.
And doing that very quickly.
And doing that very quickly.
Honorable,
so
well noted.
You are given the opportunity, you are at court. If you claim you've not done anything wrong, why wouldn't you even say that, let's do it faster, so that I can clear my name and go about my business?
Fair enough. I think your point has been well made. And
why would somebody be having issues, especially the double standard of the lawyers for the accused, especially my respected uncle, what's his name?
Samuel Atachian.
In 2008.
He's your uncle. I didn't know that.
Oh, he's my uncle. In Parliament, we used to call him political uncle. In Parliament,
I get it.
We call him uncle.
I didn't know.
In 2008.
Political uncle.
In 2008. I'm going to show you, I don't know. I shared it with Larry. I can share it with you.
Larry.
In 2008.
Finalize this issue for us.
No. I'm just, let me mention this. Just for, in 2008, and I quote, Court Order 79 allowed the Chief Justice to impanel a court any day, including vacation, unquote. Samuel Atachian said during the 2008 election petition. So if yesterday,
Honorable,
the Chief Justice had
Honorable,
power.
Sisala is watching.
Honorable Super, thank you.
Why are we doing this?
Larry, just in a nutshell, put all of it together.
The people should. This is an opportunity to clear their names. They should quickly go to court and clear their names and move on with their life. Why are you trying to?
Please wrap it up for us.
So there's what Suparu read. It's I think it's High Court Civil Procedure Rules 2004. CI 47, particularly Order 79, that talked about how vacation, courts should operate. But then that is also followed up by, I think, at 459 of 1993, as amended, and that the Chief Justice may appoint any day, including vacation, for the hearing of cases by his written courses or matters as circumstances require. Okay? So over the years, since when I started practicing, I've seen Justice Aqua, set up vacation courts. I've seen Justice Wedu prior to that done it. I've seen Justice Georgina Woods set up this. I've seen Justice Tokono set up this. Justice, what's her name? Sophia Kufo, do this. Enim Yeboah, do this. Opuni went through this. Who? Oh, not Dufour. Okay, I don't remember Dufour. But then, this guy, the finance minister himself. No, not Pepra. Atufosi and Jakpa. They've all gone through this. At the time, even Atacha, when when this the 2008, the election, when not the petition, before the results were to be declared, Atacha went to court on a holiday.
Sunday.
On a holiday.
Sunday, he was at court.
And on that note,
on a holiday. But see, let me tell you, Jude, you know what is happening? It is, for me, a certain group of people in this country that feel that they own the judiciary. It is the same law. It's the same approach that they are, that they did with the legal education bill. That, over their dead body will people be allowed to go to the law school. If I want to go to law school,
what is the matter?
What is your matter?
And on the note of going to court on Sundays, and people opposing legal education reform.
The sister-in-law was the Chief Justice.
Thank you. That will be all for our news review segment right here on Channel 1 TV. My name is Jude Duncan. We'll continue the show with Dede Davids and Wahab, who have a lot more for you right here on Breakfast Daily. Don't go away. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Pamela from Customer Service. Please revalidate your account by texting your Ghana card number to 0500,000 247.
Hey, Abili, wabadim.
Madam, give me the numbers behind your ATM card. I'm calling from the head office.
An email was delivered across to our customers this morning.
Confirm if this is your bank account. 100,100,100.
Thanks for sending your bank card details.
Send the OTP now to avoid cancellation.
EcoBank will never call, email, send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details.
Don't get played. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hello, please, I'm calling from Customer Experience Center.
In Biggie's house, there's no place to hide. And even when you think no one is watching, the energy can swing in an instant. This BB Naija Season 11. Everything burns brighter. Only the biggest moves tip the scale. Because nothing is given. But everything is for the taking when the world watches. Will you be outshined, or will you step up and take the spotlight? Big Brother Naija Season 11. Showing 24/7 on DSTV Channel 198 and GoTV Channel 49. Headline sponsor, Bet Power.
This is the old way. Let me show you a new and a better way. EduPack.
EduPack?
Yes, EduPack. A GS-approved and supported initiative for all first-year students going to SHS. By Prospectus Ghana Limited. Now you don't need to go to the market. All your trunks, mattresses, pillows, including plastic chalkboards, are all waiting for your child at the school. Note, all our wooden chalkboards are being changed to plastic ones to avoid bedbugs.
You can also register by dialing *713*821# following the prompts. Or you can visit www.edupackgh.com and tap register. You can also register at any ADB branch near you at a very affordable price. EduPack, approved and supported by GES. Hello, Ghana. Get ready for the APSA Auto Fair, the biggest auto fair of the year. Happening on Saturday 22nd and Sunday 23rd August 2026 at Good Park, Accra Mall from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily. Explore incredible deals on your favorite car, from your first car and reliable family vehicles to premium SUVs. We will be there to help you drive away in the perfect car with affordable financing solutions from APSA. Owning your next vehicle has never been easier. Join us at the APSA Auto Fair on 22nd and 23rd August at Good Park, Accra Mall, and drive your dream car home. For more information, WhatsApp 054 136 1237.
This July, get ready for stories that will make your heart race. From love and passion to secrets and lies that can ruin everything. Catch the sizzling episodes of Sins and Roses at 4 p.m., Domenica Monteiro at 5 p.m., Be My Sunshine at 6 p.m., and Avenida Brazil at 7 p.m. Central African Time. Only on Novelas Plus, Channel 134 on GoTV.
It's time to upgrade your viewing experience with Franco Smart Television. Enjoy full HD and 4K Ultra display for clearer pictures, brighter colors, and smarter features. From our 32-inch screen, perfect for your bedroom, to 55, 65, and massive 100 inches for your living room or office. We've got the perfect size and quality.
For retailing and bulk purchasing, call the numbers on the screen or visit our website at www.francotrading.com. You can download the Franco Trading app on Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Franco Television, we've got the perfect size for every room. Franco, home of quality television.
First one.
Let's have it.
Well, the costumes.
Second one.
Anophiles.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
The second one.
I'm not fierce. I'm not fierce.
What's the name?
I'm a fierce.
What's the name?
I'm a fierce.
Huh?
I'm a fierce.
These beautiful girlies who I'm going to have a conversation with, very privileged, I must say, to be able to do so.
My name is Kelly Ann. My name is Vifina Mountford. I'm Jada.
But Vifi says you've been doing all the content for her. She says she doesn't post a lot.
Well, that's partial. But she's actually very good at editing. Really, I don't put that innocent face there. I know her. She's very good at editing. She can edit her own things.
Today I'm here.
Okay.
Help me cook.
Okay, so we should give you something to do.
Oh, let me put it in.
No. Don't touch anything.
This smells good already. Is when I'm in school, I'm a celebrity. So when I'm in school, people will be asking me, can I join the best? I want your number, can we be friends? And sometimes it's really annoying.
Yeah, sometimes.
What's Cooking is brought to you by Everpack, Tasty Tom, and Electroland Ghana Limited.
What keeps you going when life gets hard? When no one is cheering you on? When opportunities seem distant? Where do you find the strength to keep moving? This week on Lifeline, discover practical ways to stay inspired, remain focused, and create the discipline that keeps you moving toward your goals even on your toughest days. Don't miss this episode.
Hello. I don't know about you, but there are days that I feel tired, stuck, and unmotivated. But you see, sometimes motivation will not come from outside. There will not be anybody to clap for you. There will not be anybody to encourage you. Motivation needs to come from within. Welcome to Lifeline. This is where psychology meets theology to help you overcome discouragement and to motivate you to achieve more. Sometimes we are unmotivated for the fear of failure. Fear will cripple you. You see, you need to rise up and attempt that goal. You need to rise up and do that thing. But fear is teaching you that you may fail. Fear is teaching you that when you fail, you will be ashamed. There are a lot of people who are not motivated to do a lot of things, especially public speaking, for the fear of messing up. The things you say to yourself, I am not matured enough. I am not powerful enough. I am not qualified enough. And you keep repeating this to yourself. What you're doing is that those thoughts are working on your strength, on your spiritual and physical energy, and taking every iota of strength from your body.
Lifeline is every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
morning, Ghana. Good morning, Africa. And good morning to the rest of the world. It's a bright day, and it's a privilege coming your way this morning on Channel 1 TV Breakfast Daily. I am Dede Davis.
And I am Wahab Abdulrazak. Always a pleasure to join you on this hour. You know, Joe Duncan started the show from 7 a.m. to 9, and we are going to take you from now to 11 a.m. Do not go anywhere. Stick and stay with us. Did it?
Yes. How was your night?
It was okay. How about you?
It was good. And on my way to work, I was just listening to some music.
Tell us, what was the lyrics?
My newfound artist, Leslie Monza.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Check on YouTube, type Leslie Monza, you find him there. So I was listening to one of his songs and says, my story is not over yet. So he goes like, my story is not over, God is still writing every page. My story is not over, God is still writing every page. The author of my destiny is turning trials into praise. And it's related with me in many ways, and I'm sure that there's someone out there who needs to hear this. I know you've been crying at night. I know you're thinking about where your next school fees is going to come from, or where your next meal even is going to come from. I know you have a lot on your mind, but this is me telling you that your story is not over. God is still in the miracle business. God is still working something for you. Jeremiah 29:11 says, for I know the plans I have for you, plans of good and not of evil, plans to bring you hope and an expected future. So don't worry, God is still writing your story. There's light at the end of the tunnel.
Indeed, our stories are not over. And on that note of prophecy, let's check out the weather forecast for today. All right, so there's an 18-hour forecast for Ghana, valid for from 6 a.m. Today, August 18, 2026, and there's the summary for today's weather. So early this morning, patches of mist or fog are expected over parts of the coastal, forest, and mountainous areas, while mostly cloudy conditions prevail elsewhere, with localized light rain or drizzle over southern Ghana. In the afternoon, variably cloudy conditions will prevail over most part of the south, while sunny intervals are expected over the northern sector. There is, however, a likelihood of thunderstorm or rain over part of the middle, transition, and northern sectors during the afternoon and evening hours. Also note that relatively cool night and early morning temperatures are expected across the country. And also, the state of the sea will be rough. This is coming from the Ghana Meteorological Agency. And you can get more when you visit their social media handles. They are on X, formerly Twitter, as @GhanaMet. On YouTube, they are Ghana Meteorological Agency. They have a WhatsApp channel called GhanaMeteo.agency. On TikTok, they are Ghana_Met_official. In addition to all of these, you can also download a weather app so that you get real-time updates of how the weather is going to look like accordingly, so that you get to plan your day with that information. With that said, let's remind you that the This is Ghana exhibition is coming up. Yes, the clock is still clicking. Don't miss this opportunity, like we always tell you, to be part of this, opportunity to exhibit, to showcase your product, your innovation, anything made in Ghana. That's part of our commitment to promote Ghana across the country and even globally as well. So contact us on 0205 973 973 or 0558 973 973 if you are a business entity, whether you're a startup, an entrepreneur, whether you're, no matter the size of your business, is not an excuse. We are just interested in promoting made in Ghana products, right? To give them that visibility, to give them that export opportunity. You are producing, you are somewhere, and let me tell you also that you are not only there to exhibit. Yes, you exhibit, you get access to direct customers and all that, but also there is this rare opportunity to get to connect, to network with your potential business partner, with a potential investor into what you're doing. So be there on the 29th and 30th of August at the Efwa Sutherland Children's Park, where we'll bring everything made in Ghana under one roof, make it accessible to a wide range of customers and patrons. We want to say a big thank you to our sponsors for this year's edition of the This is Ghana exhibition: MTN, we have EcoBank, we have the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, GEPA, and also Exim Bank Ghana. Thank you very much to them. This is brought to you by Channel One Television and supported by City 97.3 FM. Dede?
Right, and I want you to do something for me. Visit channel1newsonline.com and then you go to the Arts and Culture section. There will be a drop down. Tap on Books and Literature. And then there, you're going to find Mabre Nkwanta Chronicles. And episode 6 is out, and I want you to have fun reading. I recommend it for every child, every student or adult who loves literature. You love to read. Just visit this page, channel1newsonline.com. Arts and Culture, Books and Literature, and then you would find Mabre Nkwanta Chronicles. Episode 6 is up, and have fun reading. Episode 5 is also there, and previous episodes are also there. So if you don't understand, then you can go back to episode 1 and you would understand what the Mabre Nkwanta Chronicles is about. It's about the community, the Nkwanta, and all the chronicles, all the nitty-gritties that has to do with this community. Have fun reading. And on that note, on drama series, the Blanksons drama series is on. It's still on. It airs every Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Last Thursday was the final episode, but don't worry, we'll be bringing it back again. We'll be bringing it back again for those who decided to miss. Yes, those who decided to miss. We'll be bringing it back again for your viewing pleasure. So tune in every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV. It's exclusive on Channel 1 TV. And if you miss the Thursday airing, you can catch the repeat on Fridays, 11:30 a.m., Saturdays, 7 p.m., Sundays, 4:30 p.m., Tuesdays, 3 p.m., Wednesdays, 5:30 p.m., and catch it. We'd like to say a very big thank you to our sponsors, NASCO Electronics, Lizishator, Out Insecticide Spray, Everpack, and Lily Rice. Yeah, thank you so much for supporting us. Put this beautiful family drama series together, very relatable. When you watch episode 1, it's very relatable. Everything that happens in our home, you would find it there. That stubborn sibling of yours, that stubborn nephew or niece of yours, stubborn gate man who doesn't mind his business and all of that. You would find it there. So don't miss the Blanksons every Thursday at 7:30 p.m.
All right, coming up next on the show is What's Trending.
You're welcome back. Now it's time to check out what's trending. What are people talking about on social media? And I'm referring to Facebook, X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all those platforms. What are they talking about? What are they excited about? What are they sad about? And the very first one is a 24-year-old spiritualist has been apprehended, 27, I beg your pardon, has been apprehended for attempting to murder an 11-year, allegedly attempting to murder an 11-year-old girl. So a 27-year-old spiritualist has been apprehended by residents of Atia near Lamte Mills in the Gas South municipality for allegedly attempting to murder an 11-year-old girl for ritual purposes. The suspect, identified only as C. Prof, was reportedly apprehended after residents allegedly spotted him dragging the girl towards an uncompleted building at about 6 p.m. on Sunday, August 16, 2025. The uncompleted structure is also said to serve as the suspect's shrine. According to reports, residents became suspicious of the suspect's actions and intervened before he could allegedly carry out the act. The girl was rescued while residents restrained the suspect and subsequently handed him over to authorities. A search of the suspect's belongings reportedly led to the discovery of a bag containing what is believed to be human skeletal remains. Wow.
That's serious, Dede.
Wow. I don't know what to say.
A good one there from the resident and people of the area. Like always, I say, let's always be vigilant, right? I'm wondering, like,
but in all of this, I am happy about one thing. And it's something that we've seen it happen many times. I'm happy that now Ghanaians are becoming aware of themselves and they are now speaking up. They see something, they say something.
Yeah.
And this is a clear example.
Yeah.
They saw that, no, there was something wrong, and so there was a need to bring it to the attention of the relevant authorities. Secondly, a 27-year-old. What are you thinking? There are so many things a 27-year-old could be doing.
You are very youthful, very energized.
There are so many things you could be doing. I mean, we in traffic, we see young men who are of this age selling, hawking under the scorchy sun.
To make ends meet.
Yes, a 27-year-old, you could be probably married, have a child. A 27-year-old, you could be in school, pursuing your academic dreams. A 27-year-old could be doing so many things, but this is not one of them. This is definitely not one of them. No matter how hard life is, this is definitely not something you should be doing.
Why must you, although it's alleged and all that, but yes, there still seems to be a sort of truths there. Why must you, of everything, think, first of all, that sacrificing or, giving one of your own app is the only way to make it? This is serious. I think the police, if he's not been handed to the police yet, that should be done immediately so that investigations, can quickly begin for us to get to the real, truth in the story. That's very bad.
And the story says he has a shrine.
Actually, that's where he took this 11-year-old guy to.
So it's also possible that this is not the first time.
Yeah.
It's something he's been doing, but unfortunately for us, we've caught him.
For this particular one.
Yeah, it's also possible. Anyway, let's check out some comments on this. Jamila Toku says, by this time, he's working for some group of people, because 27 years and his appearance, dear. Well, we thank God. And the child was rescued. Yes, very important that the child was rescued. Coca Frederick says, hey, where's this world heading to? Ken Asamoah, so he couldn't vanish. Abu Bakari Habib says, looking at him very well is like he's planning to vanish. He can't vanish at this point in time. Gardner Kwame Nana Amwa says, look at his eyes. Well done, vigilant citizens. Yeah. And well done to the residents in the area
very well. Atia, residents of Atia,
calling him out and reporting to relevant authorities. Let's see what becomes of this I don't know how to describe it.
The police should actually act immediately, even if the residents have not reported it. I think this has come to their attention. It's all over. We go on our socials, CTFM, Channel 1 TV is there, and I'm sure the police have been tagged. They should act immediately on this story. This serious. Anyways, let's move away from that and go to another concerning story that has to do with education and housing facility for our tertiary students. So the acting rent commissioner, Frederick Poku, he's on tour of some hostel facilities and all that. It started at the back of Hike and in Accra. He went to Kumasi a week or two ago. He was in Koforidua, and he's gone back to Kumasi, and particularly around the Kumasi Technical University. So he inspected Poly Annex and Ambassador Gardens hostels, where he saw bathrooms serving about 100 students and rooms jammed with multiple students facing high fees or dismissal conditions.
So this is it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, let's check it out. Let's check it out.
One in a room.
You can't intimidate your no become problems I ever come to hello. Sir, it's okay, let's go. And the time is
because how can you say you're able to have 3,000?
And if you want to speak out, 3,000. You're buying, 5 in the room. Or the 5 balance.
And actually, was I am more and
So this is a wooden structure.
Yes.
This is a wooden structure, and we have 2 in a room here. It's a wooden structure like this. So this is a wooden structure. We have 2. They are taking them 10,000 cedis. And this is my hand. You can see I'm here. My hand. This is what I'm talking about. Now this is the last end. This here. So you can see that I've stretched my hand. And if this is not criminal, it is what? And they are taking 5,000.
All right, so there you have it. That was the rent commissioner. This seriously, and very concerning. I'm wondering, tertiary is not like a basic or second cycle institution. You have a lot is on you, reading voluminous slides and books and all that. You come under this condition, how well can you read? Like
no ventilation.
No ventilation.
And you're paying 5,000.
You could see clearly from the ceiling how leaking the room is, because the stains of water on the ceiling, and this bad for a washroom to be serving as many as 100 people. So when you have morning lectures and you all have to no, this serious.
I don't want to believe these hostels have the permits. I don't want to believe that.
Describing them as hostels alone, I do not even like. These are not hostels. These are not hostels. These are not hostels.
How?
The illegal structures, because for hostel, before the Ghana Tourism Authority would give you that certification to operate as a hostel, they would definitely come, the officials would definitely come around there to check the facility, how fit it is to serve the very people that you want to serve. And I don't want to believe that the Ghana Tourism Authority give authorization for these people to operate these structures as hostels. For students to live in these ones, would they allow their house to be in this? And it's mostly the houses around the schools, because they know of the accommodation challenges.
So they take advantage
of the situation.
Charge outrageous prices.
It's even if you are charging, and at least you would make
giving them something that is worth what they are paying, then it
would
makes
have
sense.
been okay, although it's so illegal. But this is a different thing altogether. They are charging exorbitant prices and offering them very, very inhumane place to live. And they also have no alternative, because if you are from, say, Wale Wale, and you are schooling at this Kumasi Technical University,
you don't have a choice. You definitely have to rent.
And you definitely want somewhere around campus.
Closer to campus,
So it ties the student's hand behind them. You understand? It ties their hand behind them, so they have to resort to that. This is bad. The houses around the
I'm happy that the Red Control is embarking on this exercise, because we are beginning to see the cracks in the system, what these students have to go through in school. And it shouldn't end there. They should go round every single campus. You visited Kumasi, go to Cape Coast, go to the north, Tamale, every nook and cranny of the country, and let's bring this to a stop. This is unacceptable. What? I'm shocked.
Institutions even in Accra here, go around Hatu.
And I'm sure these hostels, you said I shouldn't call them hostels. These hostels
in quotes.
I don't want to believe that they also don't have access to water and electricity and all of that. I don't want to believe that.
And in spite of these huge and exorbitant prices that they charge the student, they have to buy their own lights, pay for water and all that. It doesn't come with all that. How can you be charging 10,000 cedis per head for such a room, 4 people, 5 people?
That's wickedness.
It is. If not wickedness, I don't know any other way to describe this.
A private hostel owner, and this is what you've subjected the students to. That's pure wickedness. Wickedness staring at us in the face. And you must change. Give your life to Christ.
I think the schools should also come in. Yes, we understand that you don't have, the means, whatever it is, whether it's resources to put up, because some of those schools actually have lands. Others, the land is issue and all that. But at least checking around, the school, some of these facilities, engaging them, especially on the pricing. you can't really, it's their property and all that, but engaging them to make the place that good for at least for the student to live in. And these are some of the things that the SRC especially, it's not always about entertainment and holding SRC week and bringing in artists, paying them huge monies for a one-day show. No, make the life. That is why you are representing them. Anyways,
well, how many were you in the hostel when you were in school?
I was in a two in a room. Yes, and I was on campus.
Okay.
So it was that okay. I was I don't want to call the name of the hostel. I will not do PR for that. It was quite okay. That's why I mentioned that this issue of accommodation challenge is everywhere, even in the capital here in Accra.
Yeah.
Go around Hacho, go around Oponglo, go around Westlands. It's the same. Students are suffering.
Yeah.
See, you go as long as paying 3 times or even 4 times your academic fees for a hostel.
Whoa.
Yes, there are others that pay 40,000 Ghana cedis for hostel academic year. And the academic
what's the
year,
condition of it? Does it have AC
it's
or
most of them is just a 1.5 bed, very hard. Even some of the mattresses are not even that good. 1.5 bed. That is it, and maybe a fan. If you are lucky, you get
a fan, not an air conditioner.
You're calling for AC. Do you have money to buy prepaid? All right. Anyways, let's check some comments on this. So Kweku, he says, we are getting tired. To be honest, there are still no changes in the hostel prices. The work of this honorable man shouldn't go waste. Absolutely, Kweku. Shadows, he says, at this point, I think we are adding enough zeros. The school fees serve no be, the school fees serve be how much, right? What I was talking about earlier. Steve, the crime scene these landlords are running, I think it's about time these checks are accompanied by police, Ghana police, so they put landlord like these ones in handcuffs. Because how can you be this wicked to your fellow man? Maulik Plim, paying 10K to share a kiosk.
A kiosk, yeah, not a hostel. Wow.
The wickedness in this country is unreal. Meanwhile, they are the most religious people, constantly crying to whatever God they believe in and pretending to be saint, shaking my head. All right, Josh. He says, thank you, boss. Now we want to see videos of him enforcing the law, arresting some people, closing down hostels. Let's see some action. And I like the comment,
closing down the hostel, it would have to be a strategic
and that
step,
doesn't lie in his bosom. It's not in his remit.
Yeah, to the disadvantage of the students. Now they would have to now look for other hostels and all of that, and a lot of time and money would go into that. So that would be a strategy. But of course, it's okay that you're touring the various campuses to see what is happening there. Let's see some action being taken to address this problem. There's also a message here. It says, I'm so much pleased with rent control officials. Owners of the hostels are not different from armed robbers. Pure wickedness and witchcraft. God help Ghanaian youth. And he doesn't have a name, but that's from a viewer on this.
That's true. And also the owners of this facility, at least put yourself into the shoes of these children and their parent as well.
If they were your child,
would
going
you
through this in another jurisdiction, how would the feeling be? Come on.
Right, let's be considerate. Let's put ourselves into their shoes. This is so bad. This is so bad. Right. Let's move away from that.
Other one?
So it has to do with a tipper truck spotted driving at night without headlight, and that's serious. Serious. Why am I saying so? Because it is on the same of Angkor.
Before you share, let's read the story. It says a tipper truck was spotted along the Insawam Road, driving with no headlights. the heavy-duty vehicle was seen driving with hazard lights. So no headlights,
but he's using
driving
hazard lights.
with his hazard lights. The video features the number plate of a vehicle in the video, and people are calling the Ghana Police Service to address this issue.
This is serious.
Amagana.
On my way.
Amagana.
Kakra.
So he's heading towards Nsawam.
Mm-hmm.
So clearly he came from Achimota, New Plan.
Yeah.
And look at that long stretch before you get to this point.
Wasn't there security checkpoints?
It's a very long stretch. The street lights aren't working on that stretch. And he was driving on this long stretch with his hazard. Think about all the possible things that can happen in a twinkle of an eye with his hazard on.
You put motorists in a very serious condition because you are a truck, not even a saloon car, not a V8 or any of those vehicles. Tipper truck loaded with goods on that speed without your headlights. That's serious.
And these are the causes of the accidents we keep seeing on our roads.
And the road in itself is not in a good shape. Right, so going with that speed, what are you? Look at this.
Oh, from this stretch has been fixed. It's a good.
So
one
how
now.
about the other parts of the road?
But beyond it, so if you go beyond Pokwase,
because it's still under construction,
a little towards Amasaman. So after Amasaman, then because the construction is still ongoing, of course,
intermittently be meeting the ramp and all that.
Yeah. But from this stretch up until the end, it's
so that's the car number. The car number is there. The Ghana Police Service.
They should just pick it up.
Yeah, they should pick it.
And
we don't want to.
The car number is GE 555123.
Yes.
GE 555123. So that's the car number. And he's going on this long journey without his headlights, but with his hazard lights on, putting the lives of many others or road users at risk. And Wahab, let's give a little statistics. In 2025, Ghana recorded 14,743 traffic crashes, resulting in 2,949 deaths and 16,714 injuries. Do you get the statistics?
This is worrying.
The worrying trend continued into 2026. So between January and April alone, 4,899 road crashes claimed 1,009 lives and left 5,982 people injured. And this is worrying.
Why must
They've not added the second quarter. So this is just January to April.
Why must you lose this number of people because of the negligence of a driver? Because you failed to do what is right.
Yes.
Meanwhile, you know it. You are not. It's not like you don't know it.
The laws are there. Let's just enforce it. We've been talking about road crashes every now and then. Every day we talk about road crashes. Every day there's an accident on our road. Last week there was the Ofankor one that claimed the lives of 12 people. 12
Several
people.
others sustaining various
and even
more than that.
And
But
even
several others
more.
sustaining
We've been
various
talking
levels
about
of injury.
this. The laws are there. Let's just enforce them.
That's
And
serious.
let's remind ourselves that the loss of lives is not just a loss to us, but families have lost, the community has lost by extension, and even us, even if it's one life that was lost, that is a loss. That is a great loss. So yes, we've talked time and time again, but now let's enforce the laws. Enforce the laws, please.
You see some people driving on the road and you begin to question, how did they end up with a driving license? Because very bad.
You are talking about driving license.
They do not heed to the instructions.
Hmm.
They do not, even road signs, they do not respect anything. It's just there behind their steer, and what they own, the next thing they care about aside the steering is the brake. Even the brake, child, is that serious?
You are talking about driving license, roadworthy certificates. Some of the cars we see on our
are not
road
fit. Are not supposed to be on the
fit
road.
to be on the road, but they are there. And they have a roadworthy certificate. Who is checking these things
They will use
before
a
they
shortcut to get them.
issue the permit? Who is checking it? Let's do better as a country, please. Let's check out some comments.
Right, Kwame Jr., he says, you see, and they will park anywhere by the roadside and rest, causing traffic or even accidents. Mustafa _ Koji, there's more revenue to be generated if government takes measures to enforce road safety and give fines. Samuel White, GH, thanks for sharing, fam. We can't continue watching lives being lost.
Okay, so Samuel is a road safety advocate. So
Great.
he captured the video we saw on the screen and brought it to our attention. So kudos to him.
Great one
Yeah.
there, Samuel. That's a sign of citizenship. All right, so he says, thank you. Thanks for sharing, fam. We can't continue be losing lives being lost when we can prevent them. Absolutely. That's very preventable. And so this one says, one of those drivers who thinks because they are street lights, he doesn't need to switch on the light on his track. No, the headlight is there.
The street lights weren't on
It's to
from the
lit the
new plan stretch up until where he got to.
They are not even working.
Yeah, it's not working.
The
The street
headlight
lights
is
are
there.
not working.
The headlight is there. Low beam, use it to drive. High beam, when there's total darkness and big _ fees. The discipline in this country.
Indiscipline, rather.
Indiscipline, absolutely, in this country, But he passed the police barrier at New Plan, or?
Yeah,
Exactly
that's also
what we
another
are
question.
asking.
Because I know on that stretch, after I think 9 p.m., there's a police barrier there, checking every vehicle that goes through to that side. So if the police barrier was there and allowed him to go through, it's also questionable.
Anyways, we have the cameras and all that. He should be apprehended. We have displayed his number plate.
In fact, let's show the number
plate
again.
Yes.
GE 555123. GE 555123. Let's get this driver and deal with him accordingly.
As a scapegoat, so that it serves as a deterrent to others. Just last week, we saw that unfortunate, and heartbreaking story on that same stretch. Anyways, that's all for trends. Let's check out the video for the day. Producers, how did you manage to expose my routine practice? I do this often.
So me.
Especially juice. Charlie.
2 weeks ago, I bought some ice cream, and I said, "Oh, I'll eat small, then put the rest in the
Portion
freezer.
control.
Yeah, then maybe the next day I'll go back to it. I started eating and then put it in there. By the time I realized the ice cream was finished.
Anyway, just to put laughter on your face as you journey through your routine for the day. This is Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 Television. We're going for a quick break. When we come back, the show continues.
What keeps you going when life gets hard? When no one is cheering you on? When opportunities seem distant? Where do you find the strength to keep moving? This week on Lifeline, discover practical ways to stay inspired, remain focused, and create the discipline that keeps you moving toward your goals even on your toughest days. Don't miss this episode.
Hello. I don't know about you, but there are days that I feel tired, stuck, and unmotivated. But you see, sometimes motivation will not come from outside. There will not be anybody to clap for you. There will not be anybody to encourage you. Motivation needs to come from within. Welcome to Lifeline. This is where psychology meets theology to help you overcome discouragement and to motivate you to achieve more. Sometimes we are unmotivated for the fear of failure. Fear will cripple you. You see, you need to rise up and attempt that goal. You need to rise up and do that thing. But fear is teaching you that you may fail. Fear is teaching you that when you fail, you will be ashamed. There are a lot of people who are not motivated to do a lot of things, especially public speaking, for the fear of messing up. The things you say to yourself, I am not matured enough. I am not powerful enough. I am not qualified enough. And you keep repeating this to yourself. What you're doing is that those thoughts are working on your strength, on your spiritual and physical energy, and taking every iota of strength from your body.
Lifeline is every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Nation full of questions, where truth often hides behind noise, one show dares to ask what truly matters face to face. With fearless clarity and a quest for accountability, host Umaru Sanda Amadou sits down with the movers and shakers of politics, governance, society, and business, confronting the issues that define our national conversation.
Yes, I am Umaru Sanda Amadou. This is Face to Face, and you're welcome.
I say very often on the floor of Parliament that when we were in government, we got some things right, we got some things wrong.
Are you still planning to go to Parliament, or you want to look at National Party office position?
No, I'll be going back to Parliament. There's an unfinished business which I need to do.
Sports has three legs: development, management, and promotion.
Disintegration is extreme. We do not wish that even on your worst enemy.
Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., join Umaru Sanda Amadou on Face to Face as he digs deeper, challenges power, and reveals the stories shaping Ghana's future. Only on Channel 1 TV.
Channel 1 Television. It's time now to head into our communities where we bring to light some of the most, worrying stories that deserve the attention of duty bearers. All right, so today we're going to the Volta region, specifically Zuper, because stakeholders are calling for expansion of infrastructure at the Zoper Senior High School to address the school's growing need. They say additional infrastructure is needed to improve teaching and learning conditions and provide students with better environment to study and live. Our Volta regional correspondent, Desmond Salasi Ago, brought us this report. Let's check it out. When we come back, we speak to him and other authorities.
A growing student population at Ziopi Senior High School is putting increasing pressure on the school's limited infrastructure. The relatively new second cycle institution is grappling with shortages of classrooms, furniture, dormitory space, and other essential learning facilities. One of the major challenges is the absence of a laboratory for practical lessons. Students pursuing programs that require practical work are therefore forced to rely largely on theoretical instruction. In the classrooms, inadequate furniture has also become a challenge, with some students sharing desks because the school does not have enough for its growing population.
We are not having enough space, so we are even thinking when the first is joining us, how we are going to live. So I would like to plead with the government or even ministers in Ghana to help us, to support us.
In our classroom here, we don't have enough furniture, which is affecting our learning. Sometimes some people sit in a desk, which is not leading us to effective learning. So please, we need the government to provide us enough furniture so that our learning should be effective.
The situation is also affecting accommodation. Existing dormitories are inadequate for the current student population, raising concerns that the pressure could worsen when new students are admitted for the next academic year. Some students could be forced to sleep on mattresses on the floor if additional accommodation is not provided.
Now our population have increased and the dormitories are not big enough. So I'm just pleading with the government to help us to construct a new and bigger dormitory for the students. And also any other support that he can give the school. Because now the school is a developing school and we need lots of things.
The dormitories that we have, they are not big enough. Population is increasing and the first years too are going to come. Some of our colleagues are going to sleep on the floor, which is not okay. So we are pleading to the government to help us construct new dormitories which will contain both third years, second years, and the upcoming first years.
Headmaster of the Ziopi Senior High School, Forgive Agoha, says, although some infrastructure has been added, the school still requires significant support to meet its growing need.
Even in spite of this beautiful facility and other ones provided by the government, as Oliver Twist, we still need more facilities. What we need urgently is dormitory for the boys, even dormitory for the girls. Recently, government constructed a new dormitory for both boys and girls. But because of the increased number of students, we still need more dormitories for both boys and girls. The labs without any equipment. And so we'll be happy if the government of Ghana can come on board to provide us with the equipment and then materials to be used in the various labs.
He is appealing to the government and other stakeholders to provide additional classrooms, dormitories, furniture, laboratory facilities, and other essential resources to improve teaching and learning.
The furniture that we have now can only suffice as far as first year and then second years are concerned. If the new students are admitted, it will be very difficult for us. We want to plead with the government of Ghana to also come on board with the provision of furniture.
All right, so that's a report brought to us by our Volta regional correspondent Desmond Salasi Ango on the inadequate infrastructure situation at the Zoper Senior High School in the Volta region. Dede, education, infrastructure, all the time you're talking about this issue, and whilst we're getting results for some, others are still, coming to light and all that. This is very worrying because of even the quality of, delivery that the teachers can give to the students and what the students also can absorb as far as teaching and learning is concerned is under threat, because if just imagine common furniture in the classroom is not available, so you are wondering how does teaching and learning go on?
And how would they even absorb whatever the teacher whatever knowledge the teacher is passing on?
That's serious.
Anyway, let's go over the phone lines and speak to Desmond Selassie, our Volta regional correspondent. He filed this report. Good morning, Desmond.
Good morning today.
I trust you're well.
Yes, how about you?
I'm doing well. All right. So take us back to the school. When you visited the school to file this report, what were you seeing? What did you see? What was happening?
All right, thank you today. So the Victor High School is an existing school, but they were first in a dilapidated structure. So after the completion of the E block, they had to move in about 5 years ago. But even with that, the E block was not fully completed, because at the school, or in some of the E blocks that I've visited, they are fitted with laboratories and other equipment or working tools. Most of them are also equipped with furniture, but at the Jefferson High School, this is not the case. There's no laboratory in the school, and also there's no, the furniture are not enough. So you can just imagine how students doing practical work have to suffer after learning the theory to do their practical. So that's one of the challenges. Also, the school is not having enough dormitories. So in the report, you could hear students saying they are scared if the new on the first year to be coming in September comes to school, how the issue is going to be. Some are scared that their friends might be sleeping on the floor with their mattresses if additional dormitories are not put up on the school campus. At the boys' dormitory as well, the same challenge is also persistent. Although there's been a new dormitory constructed for them, it's still not enough, especially in September when.
So this one is saying that this is obviously a new block, the E block that was put up, I think in 2024, if I'm correct.
So it was a program, a flagship program of the first term of President Mahama between 2013 and 2016 that he exited office. Yeah, so basically to expand access to education and also to tone down on the increasing population, especially even in rural areas. We have one here at Kwabenya, right? So the schools were getting densely populated and all that. That was good. But, with this new free SHs and all that, access to education, of course, has expanded. So let's say before the introduction of this policy, the school was taking, say, 500 students per academic year. Obviously, now they'll be doing double of that. But has the infrastructure been expanded to match with that pace of increasing number of students that the school is taking? That is a question, an answered question still lying there. And that is a challenge. Because yes, we are doing well. Education must be something accessible for everyone. Everyone must get it. But it should not be in a way that will compromise the particular aim, which is quality. That's
Quality. And the sustainable. All right, we have Desmond back on. Good, Desmond. Hi, we lost you along the way. Sorry about that.
Yeah, hello, Didi.
Yeah, so you can continue with your submission.
All right. So as I was saying, students are just afraid that September when new students will be coming in, they might not be getting adequate space for them because even as we speak now, the dormitories are cheap. Can't find any additional bed or any mattress in any of the dormitories. So they are now scared that some might be sleeping on the floor, and some might even sleeping outside the dormitory when students come. So students at the Division High School, both students and management
Desmond, are you able to tell us the current population of the school? What's the current student population?
All right, so the school is a little over 1,000.
Take that again. Is it 4,000 or 1,000?
1,000.
Okay.
Yes. If these can be expecting somewhere around 1,500.
How many out of the 1,000 are day students and how many are boarders? If you can share with us.
For that figure,
you can't tell us. Okay, that's fine. That's okay.
Right, Desmond, the block, the structure of the school, it was, it's E-block, right? As part of it was to be a community day school. Are you able to tell us which year it was converted to a boarding facility?
Okay, thank you. So, as I indicated earlier, the Senior High School existed before the completion of the E-block. But due to the fact that they were studying in a dilapidated structure, they, GS and the Assembly House moved them from the dilapidated structure into the new block, which is the E-block. So, it's been a boarding school since, but just that they have to move the old structure to the
All right, so I'm sure you engaged some students and teachers as well. What did they tell you about on how this particular issue is impacting the quality of teaching and learning in the school?
Hello, come again.
Yeah, so I'm asking, I said I'm sure you engaged some students and teachers also. What did they tell you about on how this particular issue is affecting the quality of teaching and learning in the school?
Okay, so although the classes are very good, they are well built, the issue in the class for academic purposes, especially, is the issue of the laboratory, because the school is not having a single laboratory. There are places or rooms designated as laboratories, but there are no equipment or working tools in them. So they have now drawings and other things.
So how do they do their practicals when they have to do that? How do they go about it? Hello, Desmond?
All right, we seem to have challenge with
yeah.
Desmond. We will work on the lines and to get him back to finish that story for us. This serious. Yeah, this is serious, because I simply do not get it. There is there,
students.
and why don't we expand? Because if we know the amount that it can take. So imagine if a class has like up to like 200 students, you can even, how can the teacher even know all of them and have, attention for each of them? He's always in a haste to finish whatever they are doing, because the classes are supposed to be engaging. So this question is coming from that side, that contribution is coming. Oh no, this serious. The Ministry of Education.
The SDG Goal 4, Sustainable Development Goal 4, which is on quality education, to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. And the timeline to this is 2030. We are gradually there.
We are just
we
4
are in
hours
2026.
away.
We are just 4 years away to enter 2030, and schools and institutions still have to deal with this. I don't know. Anyway, we'll go over the phone lines to speak with the MP for Agoti Meziope, Charles Agbeve. Good morning, sir. Hello, sir. Good morning. Hello, sir. Okay, yeah, I think we've lost him. The phone lines aren't friendly this morning. Yeah. So like I was saying, 2030, we have to be able to ensure that every child, every student has access to quality education. And here's the case where they don't even have laboratories.
Looking at
So
the
how do they do
timelines,
their practicals? How do they prepare for the famous National Science and Math quiz? How do they prepare for it? It means they are lacking behind.
They are. They are. And the Ministry of Education, you know, the Ghana Education Service and all that, yes, somewhere last month, the ministry announced that they have secured a $300 million facility to build 10 new secondary schools and also rehabilitate and retool 150 ones and all that. We hoping that Zopa Senior High School will be one of those because this is serious. This is serious. Overcrowded classrooms, and aside with overcrowding, there are no furniture for them to sit. So are they lying on the floor to write? Are they standing? How are they coping?
Yeah.
We cannot put young people because we want them to be in school and that this, you know, stress. And we can also not be worrying teachers because they have offered themselves to shape the minds of the next generation, because they have offered themselves to build and capacitate the next leaders of this country. These are not some of the stories we want to be discussing in this age and time.
Something that I think it's sad. He said the dormitories are choked. So they have to be sleeping on the floor, and even some sleep outside of the dormitory. And that's worrying.
They sleep under the mercy, live their life under the mercy of the weather. What happens when it's raining?
The cold comes in and everything. What happens? They need help. And I think beyond the Ministry of Education and other relevant stakeholders, I think the Old Students Association should also come on board and see how best you can support Zopa Senior High School. This has been, we were trying to get the MP to also speak to and get his thoughts on certain issues, but unfortunately we lost him along the line. But then, that said, we still are appealing to benevolent individuals out there. If you can support, please reach out to Zopa Senior High School and see how best you can support the school with some infrastructure to release the burden on the students. This has been our community segment. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll enjoy some music.
Looking for everything made in Ghana? All in one place? Then get ready. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2026 is here. A bold celebration of Ghanaian creativity, innovation, and excellence. From rich traditional crafts to modern cutting-edge solutions, experience the very best of Ghanaian products and services. Explore excellence across key sectors, including automobile, agriculture, education, health, hospitality, fashion, technology, food and beverages, creative arts, beauty, retail, and more. This is the biggest Made in Ghana fair, bringing together SMEs, startups, manufacturers, local creators, indigenous corporate bodies, entrepreneurs, and innovative businesses all under one roof. Discover brands redefining quality, connect with industry leaders and innovators, experience the energy of Ghanaian enterprise and creativity. The date is 29th and 30th of August 2026. The time is 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Venue, the A4 Sutherland's Children's Park. Call 0205-973-973 or 0558-973-973 to register. Come explore, come connect, come be inspired. Discover the brands redefining Made in Ghana and experience the future of Ghanaian excellence. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2026 is powered by Channel One TV with support from City FM, and it's proudly sponsored by EcoBank and MTN. This is Ghana Exhibition 2026, celebrating Ghana, showcasing excellence.
Go crazy, go crazy, go baby. Do you want me? Yeah, inside of my body. Go crazy, go crazy.
These beautiful girlies who I'm going to have a conversation with, very privileged, I must say, to be able to do so.
My name is Kelly Ann. My name is Vifina Mountford. I'm Jada.
But Vifina says you've been doing all the content for her, because she says she doesn't post a lot.
Well, that's partial. But she's actually very good at editing. Media, don't put that innocent face there. I know her. She's very good at editing. She can edit her own things.
Today I'm here.
Okay.
Help me cook.
Okay, so we should give you something to do.
Oh, let me put it in.
No. Don't touch anything.
This smells good already. Is when I'm in school, I'm a celebrity. So when I'm in school, people will be asking me, can I join the band? I want your number, can we be friends? And sometimes it's really annoying.
Yeah, sometimes.
What's Cooking is brought to you by Everpack, Tasty Tom, and Electroland Ghana Limited.
Ota sundri riba, ota uto riba, onuntimo swo, monda bobo, mo swo, onuntimo swo. Monda bobo monsoon. I haven't ever really found a place that I call home. I never stick around quite long enough to make it. I apologize once again, I'm not enough. But there's really nothing left here to stop me. It's just a thought, only a thought. But if my life is for it, and I don't learn to buy, well, I deserve nothing more than I get. 'Cause nothing I have is truly mine. I've always thought that I could live by the sea, travel the world alone and live more simply. I have no idea what happened to their dream, but there's really nothing left here to stop me. It's just a thought, only a thought. But if my life is for it, and I don't learn to buy, well, I deserve nothing more than I get. 'Cause nothing I have is truly mine. And if my life is for it, and I don't learn to buy, well, I deserve nothing more than I get. 'Cause nothing I have is truly mine. While my heart is a shield, and I won't learn to buy, while I'm so afraid to fail, and so I won't even try. But tell me, how can I say I will lie? But if my life is for it, and I don't learn to buy, I deserve nothing more than I get. 'Cause nothing I have is truly mine. I deserve nothing more than I get. 'Cause nothing I have is truly mine. This next one was just released, and it's called Pressure. Enjoy. This be some feeling where I know want to be feeling, breaks me into two, and it makes me do some things I don't wanna really do. I say the things that break many apart, many apart. Lingering is going nowhere. Who go rescue me? Slowly, slowly losing my mind. Something choking me deep. Pressure they carry me go where I no want go. It makes me do things I know they feel. It makes me say things I know they mean. It makes me cry. It makes me lie dark inside. Pressure they carry me go, carry me go, carry me go where I know I'm going. The pressure they carry me go, carry me go. Where do I begin to describe just how it is? Somebody save me, please. I'm drowning in the seas. I'm praying, oh, I'm begging for a better day to happen. I want to be alright once again. Where do I begin to describe just how it is? Appetite's not there. Oh, my eyes are feeling hazy. Help me, yes. Take me from this scary place. makes me do the things that I don't feel. It makes me say the things that I don't mean. It makes me cry. It makes me lie. I dug inside. Pressure they carry me go. Pressure they carry me go. Pressure they carry me go. They carry me go. Pressure they carry me. The pressure they carry me go where I no one go. The pressure they carry me go. They carry me go.
Pressure, they carry me go, carry me go. Pressure should carry you to the This is Ghana exhibition 2026 at the A4 Sutherland Children's Park. Today we are come to have a conversation about it, but we are not coming to tell you why you should be there because we've bypassed that bridge.
You've said that's enough.
No, we've said that enough. Today we are focusing on a different thing. And to help us do that is Frema Edunyame, our head of events and partnerships here at Channel 1 TV and City 97.3 FM. Miss Frems, you're welcome.
Thank you today. Thank you, Lahab.
Always good to have you in studio.
I'm glad to be here always.
Pressure carrier comes to you.
I tell you.
And she's also going to carry us to the F4 Sutherland Children's Park.
No, and I'm giving the exhibitors who haven't made payment extra pressure.
Yes.
You know? On the payment note, let's tell
yes,
them.
yes.
Let's give them 3 reasons why it's important to pay.
Okay, so reason number 1, we are offering you the platform for you to tell the world about your business. And when you look at how much you have to pay and what you are getting, you realize that it's a giveaway. And this is an opportunity that you shouldn't let pass you by. Reason number 2, we are bringing you a ready market. So apart from you just telling people, because telling people can mean that you come there, there is nobody there, but we'll put cameras in front of you, so you tell the world about it. And there's also that side of the exhibition where we are bringing you the ready market. So now we are not coming to your shop, we are not coming to your office, we are carrying customers to you. Your customers that you have already and those who have no clue that you even exist, we are bringing them to you. Reason number 3, we are all building Ghana and we are turning the economic fortunes of Ghana around. So if you're looking at these 3, you have no business, you know, to not be at the This is Ghana, because it will be very unfair to the government, to Ghanaians, to the whole world for you to say that Ghana is not doing anything. We don't have this in our country. We are not doing this. But you choose to stay in your own corner. You choose not to showcase what you have. You choose not to be part of the solution. It's like winging at a woman, you know, in the dark. You're on your own.
You're on your own. We are just 11 days away from the first day. That's the 29th of August. Tell us about the payments. You know, we've had a lot of people calling to declare their intention. I want to be part. I will be there, blah, blah, blah. Now, we are saying it's payment that seals your spot at the venue. Throw more light on that for our viewers.
You know, so we are looking at between like 150 exhibitors, and we have over 250 registered companies. So at this point, when we tell you that it is your payment that secures your slot, you understand. We can't have all 250 businesses there. Space won't allow us because we want to shop, we want to have the space, you know, to walk around. We don't want to do this under stress, you know, so we can't just pump people together. But we have more companies than we can accommodate
Mm.
registering.
Mm.
And so those who have made their payments, some people paid earlier as like a month ago when we just started the conversations. So those ones are very much safe.
Okay.
They have everything sorted out. Now, when you make your payment, it comes with your booth, it comes with the table, it comes with your chairs, it comes with, everything
Electricity,
everything
You just
that
have
you
to bring
would
your things there.
just
Just
carry,
bring your
carry your
boots.
stuff.
Yeah.
For those who are providing innovations and services, you are just bringing your pull-ups and your flyers and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
That's all.
You have a lot of
Yeah.
work to be done
Yeah.
in getting yourself there. But for those who have not made their payments yet, at some point, we can't accommodate you
Yeah.
because we are also planning. We are making sure that we give you the best of service in terms of making sure that you are able to exhibit whatever it is you are coming to showcase. So at some point, we can't do the last minute
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It means we will close the door to registration.
Yeah.
In fact, now we are even almost done with accepting
Hi.
people who are just coming in to register.
register.
Because we can't be waiting for you. And so if you have not made your payment yet, you are probably telling us that, be also getting ready to forget about me and maybe 2027.
Yeah.
But I'm sure
Yeah.
maybe there's a clause for maybe those who are hearing it for the
Ah.
first time, or maybe those who have finally made the decision after this particular
At
conversation.
this
You see,
point,
let me remove my spares at
Thank
this
you.
point and say it.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
at this point, if you are calling us, you have not registered and you are calling us, it means that you are calling to ask how much do I have to pay and you are bringing your
You
payment.
taste.
Because at this point we can't do, I will bring it. I don't know. No. So we are very close to the exhibition. It's just next weekend.
Yes.
And so it's very important. And, and for those of you who believe in last minute, we are not too much of a last minute people here, because we want to plan, we want to do things very efficiently. And so if you are marking time, if you are still dilly-dallying, you may be doing so towards making sure that you are very much on time for 2027.
And some people will say, "Oh, you let me wait last minute." They'll be touched to consider. And
No. For
this
here.
time,
No.
like Miss Frem said, once you are reaching out to us, you're calling that number. You are following up with a payment. Yeah. Now that we've talked about payment, I think they are convinced enough.
Well, I believe they are because,
They should be. They don't have
Yeah.
a choice.
and from tomorrow, God willing, you start seeing some of our exhibitors who are
Okay.
coming
in.
so we want to meet the exhibitors even ahead of visiting their stands at the exhibition grounds, just so you have an idea.
Yeah.
I have a tall list of things I want to do, and I'm like, when will next weekend come? Because I need to get this. So for instance, when the CSIR
simply
people
can't
come
wait.
in, they come with all the Percocet syrup, they come with the
yeah.
pancake mix, and I've been wanting to eat pancakes, but
Oh.
I'm like, okay, let me just wait for This Is Ghana because I'll get pancake, I'll get this,
The
I'll get that,
authentic
I'll
A
get
bit
that.
of everything.
And I feel so lazy, to just go out there to go and look for, because now you go to Adenta to buy pancake, then you go to
Yeah.
Madina to go and buy the oil for the pancake, and then you come to Achimota to come and buy the syrup. We can't be doing all that because if you put the transportation first together, you can just use that to also buy something else at the exhibition
Yeah.
ground. So this
Yeah.
is what we are
Yeah.
talking about,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whatever you are producing, the market is there. People want to buy, people want to shop. And so this is a great opportunity that you don't have to let pass you by.
And in your submission, you are speaking directly to our patrons.
Yes.
Those who now have to go to market to look for something, don't have time to make the pancake mix and fry and all of that. Now let's speak to our patrons.
Yeah.
Yes.
What can they expect?
Expect
when-
everything. So it's just like you going to the supermarket,
Yeah.
you going to a garage, you going to a fashion house, you going to a certain university to make
Yeah.
inquiries,
Yeah.
So you can imagine you want to go to this university to make inquiries. After that, you also have to do some grocery shopping
Yeah.
at home.
Yeah.
After that, you are also looking for where you can get, a whole lot of things, do you understand? But we are telling you that all these are at one spot.
Yeah.
So you can buy a car at the exhibition, you can buy shito at the exhibition, you can buy shower gel at the exhibition, you can also make inquiries about your children's education at the exhibition. You can actually also do your fashion shopping at the exhibition. So look at the convenience. And also just to know that, okay, so this time around, I'm not going to buy specific things, but at least I have contacts.
Yeah.
And in this stress-free world that we find ourselves, I always say that if for nothing at all, COVID showed us one thing.
Yeah.
COVID also brought some level of, stress-free
Convenience for us.
because right now I know I can do church service at home. I know we can do delivery. After COVID, I find it extremely stressful going from one shop to the other. And in fact, if I call you and you can't do delivery, count me out. Because I can't go through the traffic of Accra, you know, just because I want to go and buy shower gel, just because I want to go and buy Fugu fabric, just because I want to go and make inquiries about a car. You know, even with that, I expect that you show me videos and then drive the car to my home. This is the kind of luxury we are looking for. So you can use the fair, okay, as patrons to go around all the various stores, take contacts, all right, get their numbers, get business cards, get your flyers, at least know where to get what. All the businesses at your disposal, they are just phone calls away, but you need to know where you can have what. And you don't have to pay so much because you need to import certain things. Everything is within reach. We have homegrown solutions that can make your lives extremely easier. And this is regardless of who you are. So you can be talking about your personal needs. You can be talking about your organizational needs, your family needs. Everything you are looking for is at your disposal. So it means a lot. We are making life very easy for you to come. And this is minus we always complaining about why are we importing everything, why are we doing this. We need to also patronize our own businesses. Because if we are not absolutely, you understand. Look, years ago when we spoke of local rice, in our minds we were talking about buying 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of half cup of sand mixed together. You get it. But today that thing has changed. You go to the shelves and you find local rice, well packaged, sometimes extremely presentable than the foreign ones that we see. And they are that tasty. You'll be amazed that this is local rice. We have the oils on the market. We are assembling vehicles here. We just finished the Zonda Auto Fair. You understand? And look at how people were blown away that these are vehicles, you know. The first time I, for instance, drove that kind of vehicle, I told myself, so why do we spend so much money Googling for vehicles that are 10 years old? You know, you spend so much money, you are getting these vehicles every now and then, you are buying parts, you are doing this, but the solutions are here. You get it. And it is a lot, it cuts across. And so this is an opportunity for us to also invest in our economy. If Ghana will grow, it will take Ghanaians to make it grow. We don't have foreigners coming in to do it. And the more we promote what we have, the more we bring in others to say that, look, this is what we have. Let us push our businesses. Let us put Ghana on the world map because we have the power to do that.
All right. So how can patrons, you know, exhibitors, you know, reach out if they want to finally, you know, make the payment and all that?
You just have to give us a call. You know, I keep talking about how easy life is now. Everything is a phone call away. You know, you don't need to walk and come here. No, you just have to give us a call on 0205 973 973 or 0558 973 973. So this is for our exhibitors, the businesses who want to come and showcase what they are doing. For those of us who don't have businesses, you know, who are going around to be looking at what is on display, the entry is free. You know, you don't have to pay anything. Just come in, put money in your pocket to come do some shopping. Even if you don't have the money next weekend, don't worry, you know, but mind you, next weekend is payday.
Yes.
So money good day. Money good day.
You have no excuse.
Absolutely. So you come in, you are shopping for all these, and then we also have amazing entertainment going on.
And the kids' corner.
The kids' corner is there. You know, we have the food court as well. We have the grills village as well. You have no excuse. It's really going to be a fun day.
Yeah, it is.
Shopping, entertainment, eating, all that, dancing, a bit of everything, you know. So you go home very satisfied.
Right.
All right. Thank you very much,
Ms.
Ms. Frem. So,
Thank you.
ladies and gentlemen, we've been engaging ahead of event and partnership, Frema Edunyami here at Channel 1 Television and City 97.3 FM on the upcoming This is Ghana exhibition, slated for August 29 and 30 at the Efwa Sutherland Children's Park. Now, we are crossing over to Parliament because the minority is addressing the press on the whole allegation and the losses of the Gold Board.
Who is left carrying the risk? That ends today. We are asking straightforward questions and we expect straightforward answers. Who are the off-takers? Why were sales discounted? And why is the mandate to trade gold on the country's behalf producing losses the country was never told about? Now, let me deal with the numbers Ghana cannot ignore. The IMF tells us that 17% of the value of every ounce of gold sold by the Bank of Ghana simply disappeared.